Hello everybody, welcome back to Bloodborne. Just gonna run into this wall really quickly. Can I beat Bloodborne with a gun only? The answer is yes. We're gonna continue our journey. Lower Thamero we've already cleared. I'm gonna just jump right into one of the chalice dungeons. Try to clear out a little bit more, kind of chip away at these seemingly endless mandatory chalice dungeons, but we're actually closer to the end than you might think. We're getting pretty close to the end. At least for the mandatory stuff. And we're definitely getting close to the point where not only, A, we're getting lots of blood echoes. B, we're going to start getting blood gems to boost the damage of our Raider Palash very soon. Even a little bit further than what it currently is. Let me just get back into the flow of things. It's been a little while since I did gun only. It's been, well, a week, of course, since I'm streaming this particular challenge about once a week. We're not going to fight slimes. Just going to ignore them whenever possible. Oh, hey, thanks for joining the stream. I'm going to post some stream links too. I probably should have done that a minute ago, but I'll do it in a little bit. Oh. Alright, well, let's... aggressive than I expected. Slime cannot hit them. Okay. Look how aggressive these guys are. It's unbelievable. Oh. Funny how that bullet just shot right past him. Hey Patrick Dodson, you've never seen them this aggressive. You always carry a torch. Oh, that's true, but I think I don't either have a torch, or even if I did, I don't think I would use it. Oh, how did that not kill him? How did that miss? We're not off to a good start today. Okay. Just kind of dialed down the aggression a little bit. I'm gonna wait to make sure that nothing's chasing me before I switch over to the other tab. No. I keep missing them because the elevation on the stairs. Alright. We're good now. Take a quick break. I'm going to post the stream links. Thanks for stopping by today, by the way, Patrick. I feel like you joined the stream really fast. It always surprises me. I guess probably notifications or something like that. But whenever I start streaming and whenever the first person joins like right away, I always get surprised. Like how did they know I was streaming? How did they join so fast? Probably notifications, stuff like that. All right, I'm just posting my stream links right now. And if I get killed, I'll know because my controller will start vibrating. Let's do this. You go here. The video I uploaded just the other day is doing pretty good as well. You go here. Submit. I didn't really expect it to do that well because it's about an anime that aired several years ago, but I kind of forgot that they're actually working on a live-action adaptation right now, and so people are searching for information on the live-action show, and YouTube is recommending them my video, so I accidentally got like way more viewers than I expected. Pretty funny little coincidence. All right. I also posted to Reddit today as well. I do that sometimes. It's just like sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. There's no rhyme or reason to it. There's no method to my madness. It's basically just completely random whether I decide to do it or not on any given day. I don't like to spam my stream links to other places, so that's like the main reason why I choose not to do it sometimes. I'm gonna get BMA ready just in case there's something annoying that I need to kill. Nice. See, that's a good start. Why can't we do stuff like that more often? Especially when people are watching. Okay, there is a guy over here. I saw his back a moment ago. See if I can find him. Or I'm in the wrong place. I'm in the wrong place, okay. So this is a different area from where I thought I was. You're at work and you always listen to YouTube anyways. Ah, that makes sense. Yeah, okay, now I know where I am. Let's lure these spiders down here. Perfect. Now I'll just go find their summoner. One-shot her if I can. Oh wait, I think I know where we are. I think we've already cleared this lever. But I could be wrong. Get rid of these summons. This kind of seems familiar, but also a lot of the floors look exactly the same and have, well, not exactly, but a lot of the floors look very similar and have very similar enemy layouts. I think we might have already hit the lever on this floor, though. And then I forgot. But I could be wrong. No, okay, we haven't done this yet. I know where we are now. I think I want to deal with this guy in the corner. Like so. Oh, watch out. I'm surrounded. Alright, at least I killed that guy. Sometimes he drops, I think, fire gems, but I'm not sure. I can't remember exactly what he drops. Tempering damp gem. It's actually not good, because it's the wrong shape. Alright, we got our lever. I don't think we need to fight all these guys. It would kind of be a waste of resources. But then again, I'm remembering now that they give us pretty good echoes, so it might even be worth fighting them. Let me make sure there's none behind me. Alright. And I want to not fight them on the stairs, because I'm learning that it's very common to just shoot over their shoulders. How is that not a parry? I'm just going to take our time and kill these guys. They give like 7,000 echoes each, which is enough to pay for the bullets that I use killing them. So it's actually worth it. Okay. I think there was one more down there. Yeah, there is. There's a guy over there in the corner. Hey Steven, it's been a while. Has it? I think I just streamed the other day, but maybe you didn't show up. I can't remember. I thought you were there, but maybe I'm misremembering. Maybe you were just there in my heart. They always do the attacks that I know how to parry, like, while I'm in the middle of reloading. Okay. Fight this guy. Oh, did not expect that. They have so much HP. I can just do this. Alright, I'm actually gonna walk back because there's a whole side area that we didn't explore yet. You haven't watched for a while, really? Okay. Well, welcome back. Have you been? You been busy or something? Yeah, so where we actually want to go is back down here. Okay. Yes. Okay, this leads back to the main area. This is where I saw the guy, his back. We're gonna use BMA on this werewolf. Oh god, he's got a friend with him. That's really annoying. No. Okay. Problem solved. I still haven't figured out if you can kill yourself making blood bullets or not. I should probably test. But maybe once we're back in the Hunter's Dream. There we go. You don't even really need to fish for parries against guys like this. You're not really busy. You've just been lazy. You're trying to fix your sleeping schedule. Yeah, my sleep schedule's been completely broken in half, but that's actually kind of normal for me. No secret door there. like a lot of times, if I have nothing else to do, like if I don't have a really specific routine that I have to stick to, or I don't have to wake up for a specific reason, it's very common for me to sleep like through the entire night for about 5 hours, and then I wake up super early in the morning, and then I sleep for like another 5 hours during the day. It's very weird. It's like I sleep 10 hours total, but it's split up. Like I sleep 5 hours during the day and I sleep 5 hours at night. Gotta be careful with these guys throwing bombs at me. If I stay behind the pillars, I should be pretty safe. I'm gonna reload again right now. I think this is the guy throwing bombs. Yeah. Reload again. We got 75,000 blood echoes just from exploring this area. Plus, we picked up a lot of consumables and stuff too. This venture definitely paid for itself. I get into situations where I'm really lazy too, like I just don't have the energy to do anything. And then I just suddenly realize that like a few days have passed, or a few weeks have passed, and I haven't accomplished anything of value. Have I finished The Witness? Yeah, I did. I finished it. If you check the playlist, the last like 2 streams were a couple weeks ago. I don't think it was quite a month yet. I didn't start playing another puzzle game yet because I'm only streaming once a week right now, because I just don't have a lot of time for streaming right now. So I'm only streaming once a week, so I just want to kind of finish dedicating my time and energy to my ongoing Bloodborne challenge. And then once I finish this, then I'm going to think about what to stream next. Hahaha. Nice. I feel like I just heard someone in a nearby apartment just started vacuuming or something. Can anyone else hear that? They're being very loud. Why wouldn't they be? Nice. I feel like they always like to be really loud as soon as I start streaming, but that's probably not even true. It's actually more true to say that as much as I worry about them making noise while I'm streaming, it actually almost never really happens. Okay, let's see if I can get him to do his jumping attack. I did. Nice. Probably should have just BMA'd there to guarantee the kill, but oh well. I honestly, actually, probably not. It was just 1 extra bullet. Is that the Verge sound? Yeah, probably. I definitely hear something, but it's not... I don't think it's as bad as it could be. Okay. There's a bell maiden through here. I think this is one of those ones where you actually don't want to ever open this door, because it just gives the summoners a faster path to reach you and attack you from like multiple angles. I know where we are. I'm actually going to try to run past everything. Oh my god. Well, it's not going to be as easy. Oh my god, look at how many spiders there are. I know why this happened too. The reason this happened is because I took the time to explore the entire main floor, and then I went to the side area. So the whole time I was exploring that main dungeon area, the summoners over here were summoning spiders just like non-stop. And then when I finally came over here, they let all the spiders loose. Alright, well, we have to definitely go back and get those 75,000 echoes. And hope we don't get mobbed by 15 spiders again. Oops, I shouldn't have loaded this yet. That was a mistake. Oh, let me just do this then. I thought, for some reason I was thinking the werewolf was the first enemy in this hallway. It was like not at all the case. Okay. Let's do this. This. Heal to full. BMA. I'm getting low on BMA, that's the problem. I gotta make sure I kill this guy too before any spiders come. Come on. Okay, he has my echoes. So if I kill him, I'll get my echoes back. Okay, well, I'm about to lose 75,000 echoes. How did that not shoot? I have no problem cheesing you. It means getting my 75k back. Oh, you fell through the floor. Annoying. All right, let's go back and bank these echoes, and then we'll come explore this floor. We need to restock our supplies anyway. It's fine. Cool. Yeah, honestly, my neighbors have been way louder and way more disruptive, like while I'm not streaming, so I'm just glad that that doesn't happen during the times when I am streaming. Alright. Let's make sure we can resupply everything that we're missing before we do anything else. So we need 8 of these. That's only about 30,000. It's actually pretty cheap. Gonna buy a couple blood vials. We don't really need anything else. Do we have anything we can sell? Honestly, we don't really need to sell right now. I think I'm gonna wait and then sell stuff later on if I get into a pinch. So in that case, let's take the chance to level up. Let's level Vitality so we're not getting killed so quickly. We got plenty of fire paper. We don't. I keep coming back up here, but we don't actually need to repair. You don't need to ever repair anything in the gun-only challenge, because shooting bullets doesn't take durability from your weapons. Alright. So then, while we're here, got plenty of materials. Let's just buy as many vials as we can afford in that case. Alright. Now let's get back to what we were doing. There's going to be far fewer spiders this time because they don't have 15 minutes worth of summons. They're only going to have 1 minute worth of summons. So it's going to be a lot faster to run through this area. My goal is going to be to run past everything and kill the summoners. We have to clear out this hallway first, though, so we don't have werewolves and beasts chasing us. Because the werewolves and the beasts, they chase you pretty aggressively. The spiders do too, but they're not as dangerous. They're a lot easier. Their attacks are a lot more... Their attacks have a longer wind-up time, which makes them easier to roll through if your dodge timing is good. Whereas these guys are it's pretty difficult to manage their aggro. Alright, that was a perfect start. Let's see if we can handle this guy a little better than we did last time. I'm gonna read chat in a second. Too soon. Oh, alright, let's just do this. Is he alive? No, he's dead. Okay, so the spiders are already on the way here, so I can't really afford to stop and mess around. Yep, that happened. Good God, there's so many of them already. Oh God, there is a werewolf too. How in the world are they summoning more spiders? They should absolutely be at their limit by now. Even with 2 summoners. This is crazy. Okay, 1 down. That's gonna make killing the other one way easier too, just because I don't have as many spiders chasing me. Oh my God. I spoke way too soon. There's still 50 spiders chasing me. I think this is one of the rare cases where there's no limit on how many they can summon. I gotta get out of here. I don't have a clean shot. I really think this is one of the rare cases where there's no limit on how many spiders they can summon. Kill her, kill her, kill her! I'm dead. It didn't amount to anything. Wasted all of my bone marrow ash, too. Okay, Steven, this is random, but you want to share your day today. You and your friend are really big fans of Venom franchise from Sony, and you plan to watch the new movie in cinemas. You planned this out for a week ago. But when you're about to buy the tickets, they needed a valid ID to prove your age, and sadly, you haven't brought your ID, so you didn't get to see it. But you're planning to go back with an ID later. Patrick says, that sucks. Do you look underage? Sometimes it doesn't even matter. Sometimes they card you, like, you don't have to look underage, but, like, if you look less than 40, like, they'll card you. I actually had a similar experience happen once before, too. In my case, it was actually right around the time when I was 18. Me and two of my friends went to go see a movie, and one of us did not have an ID with us, and they wouldn't let us in because we couldn't prove that we were over 18. We actually were over 18, but we just didn't have our that one person didn't have their ID, and because they couldn't get into the movie, we were not going to go watch it without them. So. Not going as well as last time, is it? Okay. Oh, that was badly timed. It's okay. Okay, this time I'm going to use my BMA before I go in there, so I don't have to be loading shots while I'm trying to run away from 150 spiders. The problem is I can actually dodge them if I'm not locked on, but the game won't let me unlock. That's what happened last time, is I couldn't unlock from them, so my character was just like dashing around in a corner instead of doing the dodge that I was trying to do. Okay. So we've got 2 BMA left, and we need both of them to kill this witch up here. Okay. See, like, the normal roll is actually much better for dodging these guys. Yes, there we go. When I'm not locked on, I can get away pretty easily. And I'm still being chased by... Yeah, for some reason, there's like a couple spiders that don't die. Oh my god! There's like just a couple of spiders that don't die even after you kill the summoners in this room. It has something... There's something going on with this room. I swear there's something weird going on here. Like, they're allowed to summon as many spiders as they want beyond the limit, and then even after you kill them, the spiders don't even all die. It's very strange behavior. Do you ever stop? Oh my god, they have so much HP. There's no way I'm killing all these spiders. I have to, like, damage myself to reload my gun while these guys are chasing me, and they can basically one-shot me if I'm not at full health. And, like, the moment when I stop to heal is, like, all the time it takes for them to do a jumping attack and kill me. How many are even left? Okay. I think we're pretty safe now. That was absolutely nerve-wracking. This is like one of the toughest rooms, in my opinion, in like the entire mandatory Chalice dungeon stretch. Let me make sure nothing's trying to kill me before I look away from the screen. Have I ever played Neo? You've been trying to get into it recently. I played Neo 2. I didn't play Neo 1. It was pretty good. I like how they have like ninjutsu and stuff instead of magic, and they have like a lot of different options for weapons. I don't like the loot drop system. I prefer stuff like here, like there's just like a Raider Palash. That's just like what it is. Whereas in Neo 2, when you get weapons, it's like it's more like it's similar to like Diablo or a game like that where you just get like a weapon that has like semi-randomized stats, and it's just really weird to me. I don't know. I can't really explain it better than that. But I just prefer games where like the weapon is just the weapon. It's not like a randomized version of a bunch of different base weapons. This guy's gonna be hard to kill without Bone Marrow Ash. I'm gonna reload now while he's doing that. Let's just kill him while he's transforming. Alright. We got one of those. Those are actually pretty useful. We're gonna need those later. That's actually a pretty lucky drop. That saves you from having to go check out a treasure room later on. And then we got Ritual Blood 4, which I actually don't even think we really need. Maybe for the Defiled Chalice. So yeah, this whole side area we probably could have like skipped, but also going here does get you some resources that can help a little bit, so it's not the worst. Steven says some people actually think they look older than their age. If you were my character, you would probably already be dead of fear because you have arachnophobia, and spiders are for really a nightmare. Yeah. I know somebody who's like basically can't play the game because they have arachnophobia. Like once they get into any of the sections that have spiders, they can't like go any further. And even if you don't want to, even if you skip the Chalice dungeons, you can't really skip Rom because Rom is mandatory. It's actually one of the few mandatory bosses. There's only a few mandatory bosses. All right, let's restock. We have enough, actually, to restock all of our BMA, too. It's a little bit stressful, but not as bad as it could have been. Alright, I don't know what the boss of this floor is, so I don't know how we're going to be able to fare against them, but we might as well go check them out. See what we're dealing with, and then if we beat them first try, that's even better. There's a pretty good chance we can beat them first try. A lot of the Chalice bosses are pretty good. You thought that Neo's loot drop system is pretty similar to how Blood Gems work. I mean, I guess that's true in a way, yeah. You could look at it that way. But I think the difference is that, like, in Bloodborne, once I have, like, a weapon, I can like, farm for gems and then put in any gem that I want. Whereas with Neo, every time you reach, like, a new area, you have to grind for, like, new versions and new, like, upgraded versions of the weapons. And, you don't have gems that you could carry over from one weapon to the other. And you don't have one weapon that you can just play through it with the entire game. I don't know. It's slightly different. It's very minor differences, but like to me, it's just like what I prefer. What do these notes say? Remember fire. Oh, it's a Bloodstar Beast. Oh yeah, I can definitely handle a Bloodstar Beast. No problem. I kind of did that backwards. I parried with my repeating pistol, and then I shot with my Raider Palash. That's what you should do. I can probably beat this guy without even using BMA. Oh. It always surprises me when I get those sideways parries. It's like easy to forget that you can actually parry enemies like that. Gotta be careful because I need to reload soon. That would have been a good chance to parry. Yeah, let me reload. I actually like fighting Bloodstar Beast because he gives you so much time to reload whenever he does his sweeping attacks like that. There we go. I'm going to use one BMA charge here, so I get a lot of damage on my next parry before he transforms into the next phase. Stuck in the wall? Are you stuck in the wall? Yeah, nice 2,000 damage. Let's do it again. I could have gotten that parry, but well. Let's keep our health topped up. For this exact reason. Just in case we get hit with a combo like that. How did that not hit? That was 100% a parry. I guess it was like 99%. That was like the one time where that doesn't count as a parry. Every time he does the move that I can parry, it's like the exact moment when I'm not ready for it. There we go. Let's stay away from the poison gas. Reload. Oh, that would have been a perfect parry right there. I gotta reload soon. Oh, perfect. Give me just enough time to reload. We kind of just have to stand here while he's doing this. We can't break him out of it. If I had a melee weapon, I could interrupt him from doing that. Can't really do it with a gun. Okay, we basically won here. I actually won't even use another fire paper. I think it'd be a waste of resources. I just need to shoot him a couple more times. Especially while he's off balance like that. I think that hit. Yeah, it did. That should be... Nope, he's still alive. Now he's dead. Easy Bloodstar Beast. Man, if I hadn't gotten hit that one time, if I had not gotten hit that one time near the beginning, this almost could have been, I think, a hitless attempt. I think he only hit me that one time. I could be misremembering, though. 2 chunks. Those are useful. We get a damp blood tinge gem. That might actually be useful. Check that out. You thought the flaming gun was a sword. I was about to ask what it was, but then you started shooting. Yeah, this is the Raider Palash. It's basically a gun sword. So right here we have a sword mode. It's like a thrusting sword. And then when you transform it, it turns into a gun. You can see it's basically like a pistol with a bayonet on it. There's the gun right there. and it has one of the highest damage outputs in the game for any of the standard guns that use one bullet. Random Jeff says, "Oh my God, you're already at the Chalice Dungeon version of the Bloodstarved Beast." Yeah. By the way, thanks for stopping by today, Jeff. You make these for real. You make these boss fights look easy, and that weapon is so rad. Thank you. All right. I was actually watching. I was browsing the Bloodborne subreddit like just before this stream, and somebody uploaded a video of them fighting the Bloodstarved Beast, and like the way they did it. Let me turn off my gun. The way they did it is they would run up to the beast, and whenever he was doing his combos, they would just start attacking him. Like they would stand in front of him and attack him, and then the beast would hit them, and they would fall on the ground, and they would get up, and then they would heal, and then they would run up to him, they would attack him, and then the beast would hit them, they would knock them on the ground, and then they would heal, and they basically just did that 20 times until they ran out of heals. Just like pretty funny. And then like when you watch me do it, like every single time, like I always dodge all of their attacks, and then shoot them like after I dodge when I'm in the counter-attack state. Okay, so we might actually need to repair our weapon because I've been swinging it around. Let me see if the gem we picked up is any better. No, it's actually worse. A little sad, but it's not that sad because it just means that we have good damage output. We do need to get more fire paper. Perfect, we got plenty of insight. I want to check really quick how much HP that boss had. Because if it's similar to what Ludwig has, I think we can go fight Ludwig. Are you going to do Queen Yarnum? Yeah, we're going to do all bosses, all DLC, all base game bosses, all Chalice Dungeon bosses. Bloodborne wiki bosses. I'm checking how much HP they have because I want to see if there's other bosses with like similar health that I can go fight now. I kind of base my decisions like about what boss I'm going to do next by checking the HP values of the bosses when I'm doing challenge runs like this, because your damage output is like the main limiting factor. Okay, so of the bosses we can fight right now, Murgo's Wet Nurse has 14,000, but I don't really want to fight Murgo right now. Ludwig has 16,000, which is actually not that much more than the bosses we're already fighting. The Loran version of the Bloodstarved Beast has 19,000. Oh yeah, so we just fought a boss with 20,000 HP, so we can easily go fight one with 16,000 HP. So let's go do Ludwig. Let's go fight Ludwig, the Accursed. In order to do that, I'm going to do something like this. We're a little bit low on supplies. That's one problem. Hold on. There's ways around this, though. There's ways we can fix this issue. So first of all, I think we have stuff in here. We stockpiled things. Like, yeah, bone marrow ash in here. We can take these out and use these. I can sell these Molotovs and this lead elixir. I'm actually going to take out these antidotes too, so I don't have to buy more. Anything worth selling? I mean, we could sell this hunter pistol. I gotta take the gem out of it though. The reason I want to do this is so that we can fight Ludwig more than one time in case we lose on the first attempt. We can basically fight him a couple times. Alright, so we're gonna sell all this stuff that we don't really need. I'm actually gonna keep that regen just in case I want it later. I'm gonna keep this. We can sell these. Sell our extra pistol. I'm keeping the Evelyn for later on. I'm gonna use it to make a video comparing the damage of the Evelyn. Against the Raider Plush. Oil urns we don't need. Poison knives we don't need. Shaman Bone Blade. Actually, I want to keep these just because they're expensive to replace later on. I can't use them right now, but I'll use them after the challenge run is done. I think I'm mumbling a lot. I'm sorry about that. I was mumbling during my the stream on Friday too. I noticed that I went to watch the archive because I wanted to check something, And I was mumbling so much on Friday. It was crazy. Friday or Saturday. I think it was like late Friday night or early Saturday morning, depending on how you look at it. All right, I'm going to buy a ton of bullets. And then we're going to go fight Ludwig. I wonder if I should clear one more Chalice dungeon floor just so we come back with more Blood Echoes. Yeah, let's do this really quick and then we'll fight Ludwig after. I'm not even going to fight the boss. I'm just going to like clear out the floor so that I get Blood Echoes. Even with plus 7 Whirligig Saw, you still struggle against Ludwig. He never took you more than 5 tries, but you're normally like level 70 with a saw, plus 10 Saw Cleaver. I do have a plus 10 gun, but the guns are much more limited in their offensive power compared to the melee weapons, that you really need to have like a plus 10 repeating pistol in order to even have any chance of doing like anything that even resembles good damage. So it's not going to be as easy as it would be if I was using a melee setup. But we should be able to do it. Like I said, we just killed a boss that has 20,000 HP, so we can definitely fight a boss that has 16,000. I wish I had space in my setup for a regen, but I need damage in my right hand and I need damage in my left hand. So there's really no space for it. Oops. That doesn't count. I talked about this before during one of the previous streams, but if I ever accidentally attack with the sword, I don't count that as like breaking the rules of the challenge. Just because it just means that like I forgot to switch back to the gun mode. And if I hit an enemy one time for like a slight amount of chip damage, it's not the end of the world. There she is. Oh, watch out. There are more spiders in here than I expected. Please kill her. Okay, so there's another summoner upstairs, probably. Yes, I can hear her. She's still ringing her bell. There's so many spiders in this dungeon. Where is she standing right now? Okay, I just need to shoot her one more time, and we should be fine. This room's gonna be a lot easier to clear than the last one because they don't have the infinite spider thing. Once I kill her, it should get rid of all the remaining summons in this room. And also, you know, we're being chased by like 6 spiders instead of, you know, 15 spiders. It's a pretty big difference. So yeah, all the spiders should be gone now. Got a nice 20,000 Blood Echoes from just clearing out this room. You get to see the horse guy again. Yeah, we're going to be fighting him very soon. Very, very soon. I'm kind of thinking I might stream for a long time today. That's part of the reason why I started streaming even before 11. Because my peak streaming hours are from like 10 to 3. So if I think I'm going to stream for more than like 2 or 3 hours, it's actually a good idea to start streaming before 11. Alright, there's a bunch of guys around here that'll shoot fireballs at me. Gonna partially ignore them for now. And I'm allowed to use it when I'm checking for hidden doors too, so don't worry. I don't know how much HP these guys have. I'm gonna start with a BMA shot. Okay, they kind of have a lot of HP. Tempering gems. There's another one here too. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to fight him without using BMA or parrying him. Let me just use a BMA. How? Just how? That's all I have to say about that. How? Beware of a strong foe, and the lever waits just ahead. Cool. Thanks for the warning. Looks like a madman. If there's no other enemies in this room, we can actually fight this madman pretty safely. I just want to make sure nothing else is going to attack me from behind while I'm trying to fight him. I really want to play more Fire Emblem, by the way. The Fire Emblem stream the other day went really well. I had a lot of fun. We only got like 30 viewers, but I mean, sometimes my other streams only get around 30, sometimes even less. I got stuck on the tree. Do you see that? I got stuck on that tree. I couldn't get away from him. This sucks because I don't have the bone marrow ash that I need. Lady Maria with gun only sounds fun because you can parry so many of her moves. Yeah, I mean, I could basically just only parry her and do pretty well. The problem is she gets a lot harder to parry in her second and third phase because of the lingering hitboxes and stuff. And also, her hitbox in general is kind of weird for trying to parry her. Because she's kind of small. Okay. She's smaller than like a lot of the enemies that you can reliably parry with the blunderbuss. Alright, new plan. Run past everything. Check to see if the madman has my echoes or not. He doesn't. They're on the ground. So I can actually go grab those echoes right now. Get the lever. If I get past this guy, I'm a legend. There was literally a spider blocking the entire doorway, and I got through there. And didn't get past that one, but that's okay. The reason I did this is because now, for one thing, the door is open, and then for two, this madman drops waning gems, which are the shape that I don't need, so there's not really any reason for me to fight him. And then number three, when I go back to get my blood echoes now, they're going to be way closer to the door, so I should be able to run and grab them pretty safely. This will allow us to bring back 60,000 blood echoes instead of bringing back nothing. In case you didn't know, 60,000 is a lot more than 0. Okay, these guys only give about 1,000. They're really not worth fighting. Nice. Alright. I'm not exactly sure where my echoes are or who has them. But I just have to clear out this room again. It's like actually pretty consistent. And then once she dies, all of her summons die, and I get all the echoes from all of her summons too. Okay. So we dropped our echoes somewhere back here. We don't have a billion enemies chasing us this time. So they're going to be somewhere around here. I think I see them. No, I don't. It's going to be... Oh, yeah, I do. Okay. So we're back up to 73,000. And honestly, like, the enemies in this room are pretty dangerous. I don't want to risk fighting them just to get waning gems that we can't really use. So I'm going to head back now. And we're going to spend these echoes to buy consumables. And then we'll go fight Ludwig. So we're doing pretty good so far. I'm going to open this, so I remember when I come back next time that the door's already open. You switched to the blunderbuss for her, but it would be even worse with the Evelyn or the pistol. Hey, Oak, as well. Yeah, I really don't like you having to use pistol-type weapons against enemies with small hitboxes. I strongly prefer to use the blunderbuss. But in this run, like, we really can't afford to because we have to have the high damage of the Raider Palash in the right hand, and we need to have the high damage of the repeating pistol in the left hand. So it's like we just don't have any options, really. Alright, we're not going to gain any more levels. We're just going to buy consumables. That way, if we die fighting Ludwig, we don't have to, like, farm. We'll already have, like, a nice stockpile. I'm actually going to buy a little bit more bullets than I normally would. just because you get 5 free blood vials every time you fight him anyway. I think we already got the Nightmare Church. Yes, we did. Let's check it out. So we're on our way to fight Ludwig now, for the people who just joined. We're doing gun only challenge today. It's kind of been like the regular Sunday stream for a couple weeks now in a row. We're definitely more than halfway done at this point. We're getting like Bloodborne challenge runs are kind of weird. You'll be playing for like a while and you're just playing and playing and playing and there's like so much stuff and it feels like it's never going to end, and then you realize there's only like 4 bosses left. It's just like by the time you realize it, it's just like, oh, there's only 4 bosses left. Like we're already at the end of the challenge. And we're getting close to that point. Perfect. I'll use a bullet on him. Technically, I don't want to break my gun-only rules. Oh, I should have healed before I picked up those blood vials, but it's fine. Alright, so let's do Ludwig. So I think my goal is going to be first trying to fight him without any consumables. Just to like get used to fighting him. And then I'll start making serious attempts. Okay, our damage is really respectable. Look how much damage we're doing. We're like chunking his health bar with every shot. The one thing I like about doing him with gun is that he has a lot of moves where he like jumps out of position. And when you're doing melee, when he jumps out of position, you can't really get your follow-up attacks. But when you're doing gun only, like you can pretty much always counter him no matter how far he gets away. Like this is a good example. Like I could not chase him down and hit him with melee. Surprised I didn't break his right side yet. I've been pretty consistently shooting the same side. I think that's a good time to hit the head. When you're doing gun only. That's like a perfect time to get a headshot against him. There we go, we got it. So now his right side is going to be taking even more damage whenever we shoot it. I think we can win. First attempt. I spoke too soon. If we lose here, it'll just be because we run out of ammo, because I didn't want to use any of my consumables. Which actually, we can just switch over to using consumables. Oh, I got the head. I didn't really get the counter damage though because I wasn't ready for that. Yeah, we'll switch over to counter. Ah, I got stuck on that wall. Okay. I'm gonna start using my fire paper now. The problem is I'm significantly worse at fighting this phase. Like, unreasonably worse. Like, so much worse, it's not even funny. Yeah, like you notice how during the first phase he almost never hit me, and now this time he immediately killed me, like as soon as he transformed. I don't know why, I'm just so much worse at fighting the second phase. Steven is probably gonna head out after I beat this guy because they need to sleep. Okay, no worries. I'll try to beat him on the next attempt so you can get some sleep. That attempt could have, like, we probably could have won that attempt, but I was being really stingy with my consumable usage because I wanted to get some practice in. And I do need some practice, especially against the second phase, but I'm pretty sure, like, we can just brute force our way through this. We've got the damage output. And if I had my Bone Marrow Ash ready and I shot him when he fell on the ground, when I broke his head, we would have gotten so much extra damage. I just, like, it just completely caught me off guard, the fact that I even, like, managed to break his head, because I almost never managed to do that. It's very difficult to do with melee setups, but I guess it's not that hard when you have the gun available, which is honestly something to keep in mind. Alright, so let's do this. So we get another free set of blood vials. Yeah, so we didn't really use very many of our consumables either. We still had 9 fire paper, 9 bone marrow ash, a bunch of vials, a bunch of bullets. Rarely gets me with that kick. I don't know what happened there. I just got hit by like an invisible hitbox. It didn't work as well as last time. Let's reload now. I don't know why he's like behaving really weirdly this attempt. He's like doing stuff that he definitely does not normally do. Why can't I lock onto him? Yeah, like this. He doesn't normally do this. Like, what is he doing? Like, this entire attempt, he's been behaving really weird. I'm getting hit by stuff I don't normally get hit by. Like, what is happening? Everyone just saw the previous attempt where he didn't hit me, like, almost a single time. Now he's hitting me, like, every time. Honestly, I don't think we can win this attempt. I'm just gonna let him kill me. I wasted too many blood vials healing myself because I got hit so many times. Steven says Ludwig doesn't want you to sleep. Yeah, no, I don't know why. He just like went crazy that attempt. You know what it was too? I noticed it on that last time I got hit. It's like his right hand is like hitting me. Like when he slashes with his left hand, his right hand is like normally is just like on the ground, but it's like touching me, and I'm taking damage because it touched me. It's like getting touched by a Goomba in Super Mario. Like, that's not normally how attacks in Bloodborne work. Like, normally, when an enemy attacks you, it looks like this. Or like this. Like, the enemy attacks you. But instead, he's, like, bumping into me with his right hand. Or, like, in this case, it would be my left hand. But it's like he's, like, bumping into me with his hand, and it's, like, damaging me. It's very strange. It happened like 6 times during that attempt. On top of the fact that he's just attacking in different ways than normal. The good thing is we get back a couple of blood vials every attempt, so it's not like a huge waste. Alright, let's see if we can recreate the magic from our first attempt, because we did so much better on that first attempt. Gotta be careful. I knew he was gonna kick me. Specifically trying to avoid that kick, and it still hit me anyway. That was just bad luck. Same thing happened again. Do you see that? It's like he's charging forward. He's doing a big swipe with his... I'm trying to show... You can't see me because I have no webcam. He's charging forward. He's doing a big swipe with his left hand, and like his head is touching me, and his head knocks me on the ground and deals a ton of damage to me. Not his left hand that he's swiping with. It did not happen at all on the first... It's actually never happened. Literally, I've been playing this game for 10 years. That never happens to me. And now it's like... It's happening to me 6 times in a row in the last 2 attempts. We're gonna have to go back and buy more fire paper soon. This is why I wanted to restock consumables before I fought him. Ludwig is one of those bosses where, like, I feel like if you don't get it on the first attempt, it just gets... You do worse and worse every single attempt. I swear that's what's happening here. I genuinely think I've gotten worse with every attempt. I can definitely beat him. That, right there. I'm just gonna let him kill me. There's no reason to just do a fight where I start off with 3 less blood vials, because he just hits me repeatedly and kills me and wastes all my blood vials before we even start fighting him. Now you feel like he invented a new attack just to stop you from sleeping. Yeah, well, unfortunately, you're gonna have to sit through 2 loading screens because I have to go back, restock my fire paper, and then come back again. It's so weird. I had it. Like, you go back and watch that first attempt. I played almost perfectly. It's like he didn't even hit me. He hit me 1 time, I think, in that entire first attempt. In the whole first phase. And then we got into the second phase and I was like doing okay, but like I knew I don't normally do as good in that phase. And I didn't think I was going to be able to win anyway because I had wasted too many vials and bullets already because I wasn't using fire paper. Because it was supposed to just be a practice attempt. You know what it is too? It's like you're doing a practice attempt and it doesn't matter and you just like play your best. And then as soon as you try to do a real attempt where it matters, there's like pressure, and the pressure just makes you play so much worse. That's exactly what's happening here. Which I hate. Like, I hate the fact that I'm, like... I wish that I was the kind of person who could just play perfectly, whether I was streaming or not streaming. Like, whether there was pressure from doing a serious attempt or if I was just practicing. Like, I wish I could play the same, no matter what. And I think of myself, like, that's the ideal version of me that I want to be. But then in reality, like, you can see it. As soon as it matters and I'm doing serious attempts, I start playing so much worse. I don't know how to fix that. Give me some free vials. Alright, we've got back 10 fire paper, so that's like at least a few good attempts. I think I'm going to use fire paper to get through the first phase. And then for the second phase, I'll switch to bone marrow ash if I get him down to the second phase. Nice. Got a headshot. I need to heal. Okay. Finally gave me a chance to use my fire paper. Yeah, that attack right there, I'm used to doing it that way. Where, like, you just kind of dodge it, and he just doesn't hit you. Ah. I knew that was going to hit me. That attack literally always hits me. I can never get the timing down on that attack. That's one of the ones where I pretty much just, like, stay away from him and stay out of his attack range, but you can't really do that when he's already on top of you. And I swear it has like 2 hitboxes. Like if you don't dodge it at the right time, it hits you like twice. Like you get hit once and then you get hit again immediately afterwards. That's exactly what happened right there. Like I went from full health down to nothing. All right. There was like a couple reasons why that attempt didn't go very well. I didn't use my fire paper right away, and I went in there like not on full health. I'm not even going to worry about the blood echoes anymore. I'll keep picking up... Are you kidding me? I'll keep picking up these free vials, but as far as the blood echoes go, like, it's not worth, like, wasting a bunch of bullets trying to fight that witch just to get 500 blood echoes each time. Or, like, trying to pick up these blood echoes off the ground when they're only worth 500. Finally. Yeah, that attack right there. I just try to, like, stay out of his range. Do your jumping attack. Not that one. I swear he input reads. There are so many times where, like, at the exact moment where you try to do something, it's like he's already jumping on you to punish you with a jumping attack as soon as you push the button. No way. No way. I think it's been about 2 years since he has ever hit me with that charge attack. But sure. He's got to do it while I'm streaming. This is getting nasty. This is getting offensive. This guy's trolling me. He's harassing me. I'm sorry, Steven. I'm not throwing intentionally. This is just me being bad. As soon as the camera turns on. As soon as the camera turns on. I think I'm gonna do like one more good attempt, and if I can't get it, I'm just gonna go back to doing Chalice Dungeon stuff. Because we get a lot more return on investment out of that. Like, we're getting way more Blood Echoes back. We're getting way more, like, Blood Gems and, like, other things by running through the Chalice Dungeons. Whereas, like, doing this doesn't really accomplish anything for me. Like, even if I beat him, it's like, who cares? I get, like, 20,000 Echoes, which is nothing right now. It just opens up access to the research hall, which I don't really need for anything. Like, there's nothing in the research hall that boosts my performance. Like that right there. Like, he absolutely was input reading. Like, how did he know to... Yeah. How did he know to do a jumping attack at the exact moment when I started healing? Where he needed to already be, like, winding up his move. There's no way he can punish me fast enough unless he's already doing his move before I even start the animation. It's absolutely crazy. Patrick says 5th try is where it's at. Steven says it's alright. I feel like I'm the one putting pressure on you. Not really. This is just me getting tilted. That doesn't count as a serious attempt, though. I want to do one more, like, serious attempt. And then I'll go back to doing the Chalice Dungeons. All it takes is for one thing to go wrong, and you instantly lose the fight. That's the problem. So, like, if you get tilted, like, it's impossible not to make one mistake while you're tilted. Alright, let's get back to what we're doing. Yeah, no, honestly, the pressure is entirely just coming from the fact that I'm streaming in general. I love that opener. Perfect. That was a great opener. I think I need to dodge that early so that his head can't touch me. Nah. Let me out of this corner, you clown. Sometimes he gets stuck at the top of the stairs like that. Like, what? Like, really? Like, really? Like, the hitbox on his ranged attacks is... It's like... It's lingering so much further and like so much like farther than it normally does. Yeah. That's another good case of input reading. Like, how could he have ever known? How could he have ever known to be winding up his furthest ranged attack? Bro. Second time in 2 years that I got hit by his charge attack. Yeah, he didn't want to linger that time. straight up, like, the charge attack is usually just a free chance to heal. Or a free chance to reload. But today, and only today... I don't think I got the bonus damage. I just wasn't fast enough. Nice. Like, look at that. Look how much that did not linger this time, compared to when it did that one time when it dealt like 1,000,000 damage to me. Okay. I'm gonna use BMA here. Nah. Oh my god. Why do I even bother? Like, what? Like, literally, why do I even bother? Yep. Sure. Yes. Thank you. And there it goes. There goes the entire stream. All right, we're gonna go back to the Chalice Dungeons. We're not doing this right now. I'm way too tilted to do this. Sometimes being locked in works against you for real. Yeah, I don't know. It's just something's going on. I think sometimes when I'm streaming, I don't want to make excuses. I really don't. I honestly hate making excuses, especially on stream. But sometimes I feel like, especially in bosses like this, like it's pretty well known that his frame rate is really inconsistent in the second phase. And sometimes I feel like when I'm streaming it, like the inconsistent frame rates like really throw me off, like even more than when you're not streaming. And I don't know why I even did that. If that is true, if that actually happens, it's probably because the console is like, the CPU is like working harder than usual trying to transmit data to YouTube at the same time as it's trying to run the game. Whereas normally, like, you're only trying to run the game. That's like the only thing you need to do is just run the game. But right now, I'm like playing the game and streaming to YouTube at the same time, which might be the reason why his frame rate is really inconsistent. And like in an action game where like you have to time your dodges perfectly, and you have to time your attacks perfectly, if the frame rate is slightly off, like it can really make the fight a lot harder, because all of the timings that you're used to are just going to be very subtly, slightly different. Steven's going to head to sleep now. Have a good night. Noah Sota, thank you for stopping by. I think this is your first time here. He says, you good. Martyr Logarius made you quit your stream last night. No shame. Yeah. Well, we're going to keep streaming, but we're not going to do what we've been doing. I am done with Ludwig attempts for now. Like I was saying before, there's not even any real reason to do it, because if I beat him, the only thing that happens is I get access to the research hall, which I don't need. There's nothing in the research hall that I need. Is the spider gonna follow me? He is. I'm just gonna go fight the boss, so I don't have to deal with this spider. I don't even know what this boss is, by the way. We're about to find out the hard way. Based on this, it seems like it's a pretty major boss. Maybe a Breedus. Or one of the Bloodstarved beasts. Abhorrent beast. Oh my god. Chill out. This guy's pretty hard to fight, gun only. He doesn't really give you a lot of safe chances to reload. just gonna keep shooting him in the face till his face part breaks. He's actually a lot easier to fight in this room than he is on the rooftop. Because I have so much more room to maneuver around. Like, honestly, as long as I have empty space behind me, he's actually not that bad. For those who watched the earlier stream where I fought this guy, the version that you fight in the main story, we fought him on the rooftop in the Forbidden Woods. I'm just not fast enough on my BMAs. We fought him on the rooftop in the Forbidden Woods, and he's like so much harder to fight up there because you have no room to move around. As long as I have space behind me, like I can just keep backing up like I'm doing here. And then shooting him in the face. Like so. I'm surprised he didn't do his running attack there. I'm really surprised he didn't do it there. That was the perfect time for him to do it. Should I BMA? No. Honestly, I think I can win this without BMA. I should fire paper though. Yeah, the extra damage. Let's do this. The trick is to just not panic when he hits you. Perfect, he's giving me plenty of time to reload. Now's where I have to start being careful, because now he gets a lot more aggressive. And he adds like additional attacks to his chains. Totally missed my chance there to get another BMA shot. I gotta heal soon. I think I'm gonna BMA just so I can secure this kill while I've got his health low. Got him. Yeah, that was worth using a Bone Marrow Ash to secure that kill. Now we got our Lower Loran Chalice, Bolt Damp Blood Gems, Bloodstone Chunks, and then the room back there, the treasure room over there that we didn't explore. I don't want to go there now because there's a bunch of spiders in the way. But once we go back over there, we can get the materials that we need to make the next Pthumerian Chalice as well. So we're going to have access to 2 new chalices. Ludwig, who I don't want to go back and fight yet. I'm traumatized from fighting him. Is there anything else? Martyr Ligarius we haven't done yet. Honestly, that Abhorrent Beast fight went pretty well, especially considering the fact that I just kind of ran in there on a whim while getting chased by spiders. Alright. I think I want more Blood Tinge. I just want more damage. I think I just need to keep pumping my damage. And then this also, because my level is still low, every time I increase my damage, I'm also increasing my defense. Still, I'm still getting really good defensive returns. Alright, let's get more of this. We're getting really low on insight, but I'm pretty sure we have a ton of consumable insight because we haven't used any yet. Oh yeah, we have, I don't remember how much these are worth, but we have at least 40, and then I think this is either 15 or 10. So we have plenty of insight for buying more fire paper. You could say that it would be better to save to get blood rocks later on, but I don't know how that got damaged. I probably pressed R2 at the wrong time. Or from hitting walls, maybe. Did we get any good gems yet? The answer seems to be no. Alright, so let's make sure that we don't remove this chalice yet, because we have to go back in there at some point. So right now we're looking for materials to make the defiled chalice, which we can get from the side area that we have to go back and explore now. The Lower Loran Chalice needs materials from the defiled chalice. And then I don't know why we don't have the East Chalice yet. I guess we have to go fight Abritus still. For some, why did we not fight Abritus yet? This seems like a no-brainer. I'm not sure. All right, let's go explore this side area. Get the materials over there. So we basically already restocked all the resources that we spent on those failed Ludwig attempts. So we're in a really good position now. Let's go explore this little side area over here. So if we come in from this way, we don't have to deal with the spiders. Because we're too far away, they won't notice us. Ooh, we're up to 41 views. I really want to get 100 views on a stream. I said this a couple times already recently. I've got more than 100 views total on a stream, like from archived views, but I've never gotten 100 views like while I was streaming. I've gotten close a couple of times. I think one time I got up to like 98, and I was talking about it. Like, we were at the end of the stream, we were at 98, and I was like, I really want to get to 100, but I had to stop. I couldn't keep streaming. And it's just like those last two people just never showed up. And I'll never forgive them. Whoever you two people are. The two people who could have come to the stream that day and been the 100th viewers, I will never forgive you. Alright, so this is a side area that's like basically mandatory. If you don't go explore this area now, you basically can't get these materials until you go into New Game Plus. I forgot about this guy. That actually went pretty well. Oh yeah, and then once you go up this ladder, there's no way for the spiders to reach you anymore. I think they did this on purpose, so you didn't have 6 spiders chasing you around all the time. Reeks of beast. Just a regular old spider. If I'm not mistaken, there's like a lot of annoying stuff in this side area, but you have to do it. You have to clear this section out. Let's try to pull these enemies out one at a time. Okay, that's one down. There's 2 more in this room at least. Let's call you over. If they both start running at me, which it seems like they're doing, they become a lot more annoying to deal with. It's better to fight these guys one at a time. They just have a tendency of like blocking each other. Like when you're trying to parry one, you'll accidentally hit the other one. It's very difficult to punish them. Because whenever he's out of position, like his other friend will like get in front of him and body block him. Looks like we cleared them out without too much trouble. Okay, let's see if I can remember where to go from here. Looks like it's just this way. So far, not too bad. There's a path to the right over here, if I'm not mistaken. It's past this. Yeah, there's a bottomless pit here. Well, it's not a bottomless pit. There's a pit here. And then over here, there's a path to the right that you just want to ignore. As soon as you start going down that path to the right... Sorry, hold on. As soon as you start going down that path to the right, I think there's like a summoner over there. There's a summoner over there who will start sending spiders after you. But like if you never go over there, you never have to deal with the spiders. And there's no items over there. It's literally just like a trap to get spiders chasing you. Perfect. Okay, there's a whole room full of enemies over here that we're gonna have to deal with. Ducky, hello. I can't stay for very long because you're about to eat lunch, but you wanted to stop by and say hi and maybe watch a little bit of the stream. Hello, Ducky. Thank you for being here. It's been a little while. You haven't been to a lot of the streams recently. We're doing gun only challenge today, so it's like pretty similar to what we were doing with arcane only, but with guns only. And we're most of the way through the chalice dungeons now. We've only got 1, 2, 3. I think we've got 4 more chalices left to do. A couple more DLC bosses, and then a couple more endgame bosses. But we're pretty close to the endgame now. All right, how do we draw these guys out? For some reason, they're not patrolling. They're just like standing around. But I want to draw them out one at a time, if I can, without scaring away the bug. I don't think he's noticed me yet. It's not a huge deal because he probably drops a waning gem anyway. Have you been? You come over here. Yes, you. Oh, I didn't even need 3 bullets. Alright. There's an enemy. Gotta reload. Alright. Trying to draw them out one at a time so I can chase down this bug without getting killed in the process. Alright. Actually gonna reload here. We're gonna use fire paper. Worth it. And honestly, while we have the damage buff, we might as well fight the rest of the guys. Nice. There's another one over here in the corner that I saw. Normally the enemies in this room patrol. I don't know why they weren't patrolling when I came down here. Oh, it's actually a bug. Cool, we'll get another gem. Fire damp gems that we don't really need. Like, these would be really good if I was doing a normal playthrough. Good access to, like, this is like the first time you get access to like pretty good fire gems. So these materials here are all we need. We don't really need to explore this dungeon anymore, but we're gonna keep exploring it anyway. I think you can destroy these by rolling. Yes. Do I plan on... Hold on a second. Gotta get my water. Oh, I'm in dire need of water. Hold on. Sorry. So I plan on killing Murgo this time. Not today, but I will definitely kill Murgo at some point in the run. We're doing all bosses, all DLC, all Chalice dungeons. Same thing we did for the Hunter Tool Challenge. You've been pretty good. How have I been doing? I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. I'm doing about as well as can be expected. You've been playing Dark Souls. Are you enjoying it? I know you talked about it when you first bought it, but I don't think I ever got like a follow up on whether or not you were enjoying it or not. Parry King. Let's see. I don't think there's anything in here that I need, but I do think there are things over here that I would benefit from having. So I might as well go grab them while I'm here anyway. I'm even going to use a BMA here, just to get a clean kill on this guy. Not if he does that. Do something I can parry. Or don't. There you go. I love how you can one-shot them with the BMA. It's so many enemies too. It just makes a huge difference. The boosted damage on the repeating pistol. It does so much damage. Oh yeah, 2 more of those. We don't technically need them, but they'll be useful later. We don't have to buy them with insight. I think actually the blooming cold blood flowers are more useful, now that I remember it. So this actually was kind of worthwhile. Yeah, it's the same. I feel the same way. The main reason I usually wait and kill Murgo at the very, very, very end is because I don't like it when the Hunter's Dream is on fire the whole time. Alright, we're going to use a Bold Hunter's Mark here. So we're done with this chalice. We can remove this one now. We can come back here later if we need to farm. We can remake this chalice. In fact, I'm going to do it one time just to show it. I showed it during the last challenge run. I have a video all about it. There's like a video on my channel that explains it, about how to use this chalice to farm for Ritual Blood 5. But I'm just going to show it anyway, just because, for one, I like showing it on stream. And for two, it means we're just going to have a little bit more extra Ritual Blood anyway. Okay, so you go like this. You remove this chalice. Then you go here, Chalice Dungeon Search. Loran. Depth 4. Begin search. Just pick the first one on the list. It doesn't cost any materials. It doesn't cost any blood echoes. You can just remake it for free. And then you run in here, and there's a Ritual Blood 5 in like the very first room. It's like a really great way to farm Ritual Blood 5 when you get to this point in the game where you need more Ritual Blood to make the Depth 5 chalices. You can get a ton of it for free just by doing this. And it's very low effort too. You don't have to do a bunch of extra exploring. The reason I'm doing it right now is, number one, to show it off, and then number two, because later on, if I happen to need 2 extra Ritual Blood, well, I guess I'll have them. You're enjoying Dark Souls. You're currently trying to beat the Bed of Chaos. Oh yeah, that one's annoying. It's so annoying. Before you, yeah. You die before you can even get to the pit. You also want to get the DLC. You bought the remastered and it came with the DLC. Oh, you want to get to the DLC because the remastered comes with it. I gotcha. I actually never played the Dark Souls 1 DLC. I should probably do it at some point. What I should probably do is get Dark Souls remastered at some point and then stream it. But I want to play Dark Souls 2 before I do that. I want to be like the only person streaming Dark Souls 2 in the year 2025. Alright, so over here is a chest. There's 2 Ritual Blood 5s in here, and then also the guy that you kill, he gives you more echoes than it costs to use a Bold Hunter's Mark. So the farm actually pays for itself. So you get 2 Ritual Blood 5s every time you do that. And you get a free Bold Hunter's Mark to replace the one that you use. Or you could just run back to the lamp. Probably takes pretty close to the same amount of time. You have to go to lunch. Alright, see you later. I'm going to be streaming for a while today, so I might actually still be here whenever you get back. I started streaming early because I knew I was going to stream for a long time today. Almost to 50 BT. So we can remove this chalice again. Alright. So we need more Ritual Blood 5 to do Lower Loran, but that's fine. We don't actually want to go to Lower Loran. We want to go to the Defiled Chalice. We actually need more Ritual Blood 4, which actually doesn't surprise me because there's an area over here that we didn't clear yet, and I specifically left this chalice open because I wanted to come back and clear this area later. So we have to go do that. So let's go do that. Let's restock. Yeah, so we're gonna go here. I think it's right here in layer 4. There's like a side area that we didn't explore yet. I forgot to spend my echoes, that's okay. And there should be a bunch of Ritual Blood 4 over here. If not, I'm not sure what I'll do. I'll figure something out. I'm sure there's a solution. Alright. So I think there should be a treasure room over here that we didn't explore yet. Survey says yes. Okay. So yeah, there's probably Ritual Blood 4 over here. I specifically remember leaving this dungeon open. That was like one of those rare cases where you're standing just outside of the enemy attack range, and they turn their body in just the specific perfect way so that they hit you anyway. Like, that was absolutely nuts that that hit me. The good thing is the enemies here are so much weaker than the ones we've been fighting. Like, how did that not hit me? Alright. The downside is that we get way less echoes from fighting them. I'll use a BMA. It's probably not worth it because he doesn't give us very many echoes. Clean kill. A couple of free blood vials. Any ritual blood in here? Am I looking for some ritual blood? No, we got a Sage's Wrist. It must be further in. I should have restocked before I opened this door. You never know what's waiting behind a door. It's very often an army of spiders. There's like something throwing bombs at me too from up there maybe? Oh, there are spiders in here. They're upstairs. If I remember correctly, you can get the spiders to fall down here so that you can explore the top area without them bothering you. Yep, here they come. Where's the other spider? Well, we've got at least one spider that's like trapped down there now. There's a dead end over there. If this note is even telling the truth. I'm gonna explore it myself just to check. This is where you jump down to get back to the area that I was already on. This is not a hidden door. There's usually a side passage over here. Like in this layout of room, it's very rare to have one that only has a single doorway. So yeah, this is just a shortcut to get back down to the first floor. This reminds me of when I was really young and I got my first Dungeons and Dragons Dungeon Master's Manual. And there were notes in there about how to create random dungeons by just rolling a dice or a die to make it's like, oh, like here's a 30-foot long passage, here's, you know, something else. Put a door here, put like a 30-foot room here. And that kind of reminds me of how like the Chalice dungeons are generated. Alright. I want you to fall down. I don't think you will. Alright, he's not going to fall down. That should get rid of the summons. Yes. That solves that problem. There's still this guy standing over here on the balcony. How is that not a kill? That should have been a parry. Alright, there's still a guy standing over here on the balcony. We can deal with him. Or maybe we can't. That's fine. That could have gone slightly worse, but... Alright, what kind of boss is in here? It's a guy with a flame poker. I actually hate fighting guys with a flame pokers, especially a gun only. These guys are very difficult to fight. I say as I immediately just punk him. I don't want to speak too soon though, he's still got a lot of health left. Yeah, see, the parry timing on him is really weird, and he has so much reach on his weapon. It's like, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it's like you have to be standing within the range where he can hit you in order to parry him. I'm just gonna kill him with range damage. Not even gonna try to get the parries. Tempering Gemstone, the problem is it's too low tier, it's probably worse than what we already have. For some reason, I can't parry these guys. Oh, as I say that as a parry him. But that was like a bad parry, though. That was like not a worthwhile parry. I'm actually just going to start chipping enemies down with ranged damage whenever I can. It's kind of pointless. It's like, it wastes time and it's actually more risky. Like, you're actually putting yourself at more risk. Okay, this is a problem. There's no Ritual Blood 4 here. I was really counting on the fact that there's supposed to be Ritual Blood 4 here. I know what I have to do and I don't want to do it. I really don't want to do it, but I have to. Get back out of here. I think this way. So there's probably other side areas in this dungeon that I didn't explore yet. I have to go find them and explore them. And find where the Ritual Blood 4 is. Either that or I have to farm it by fighting Bagmen. But I really don't want to do that either. Okay, there's none here. So what we have to do is just use the elevators and just go up the floors one at a time and just check for side rooms that we didn't explore yet. It's funny that we actually have a reliable Ritual Blood 5 farm, but I don't have a Ritual Blood 4 farm. This is the ROM fight. Let me check if I explored the side area on this floor or not. It wouldn't surprise me if I didn't explore like any of the side areas, because I was probably just trying to run through this dungeon really fast. There it is. Oh no, that door's open. Oh, but there's a Bagman over there. Alright. Here's what I'm actually gonna do. Well, let's fight him one time. Please do an attack that I can parry. Please do an attack that I can parry. Oh my god. We'll give you $100 if you do an attack that I can parry. Okay. So he has a chance to drop Ritual Blood 4. He did not drop it. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go back to find the lamp. We definitely explored that area already, yes. We're going to make a note of his existence. But I think there's a better place to farm. I think there's a path you can go down that actually has 2 Bagmen instead of just 1. This is really annoying, by the way. Alright, let's get our 50 blood tinge while we're here. This is about as high as our damage is going to get until we start getting stronger blood gems. 408, pretty solid. It's going to be a long time before we can get like stronger blood gems. I'm actually going to buy a bunch of bullets while I'm here. This is like the one run where you actually like empty out your stock of bullets pretty frequently. Okay. So where I want to go is here. It's one floor above where we just were. And I think there's either a treasure area here that we didn't explore yet, or if it is one that we explored, it might be an area that has 2 Bagmen, if it's the one that I'm thinking of. Excuse me. If there's 2 Bagmen over here, we can potentially just fight them and get Ritual Blood this way. I have a good feeling. I think this is the place. I think there's a reason why I kept this chalice here. And I think we have the extraction tool already, right? Yeah, we've got the haste extractor already. So we don't need to get another We don't need to go get the haze extractor. We have it already. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is the place. I'm feeling pretty confident that we're in the right place. There should be a slime here. Or a scorpion. Yeah, it's a scorpion, not a slime. And then over here to the left, there's going to be a bagman. And then at the top of the stairs is another bagman. So you can fight these two guys, and then you get 2 chances to get ritual blood each time. Okay, we can kill him without using BMA. So I'm going to kill him without using BMA. So that we save consumables. I can never parry that move. Okay, there's 1 Ritual Blood 4. I didn't check to see how many we need. I probably should have checked that. We have 9. I think that's actually how much we need. I think 9 is the amount. I'm gonna go back and check. If 9 is not the amount, then we'll just come back here and get more. But I actually think 9 is the amount, just by sheer coincidence. Plus, we don't actually have the Bold Hunter's marks that we need for farming anyway. I think we must have just got really unlucky at some point and just didn't get like the 1 ritual blood that we needed from random drops. So we had to come back and get it now. Especially because we were rushing through areas as well. I was thinking that I might come back and do the Chalice dungeons like once I was already in New Game Plus, but that's a really stupid idea. Because you need to do them in order to have the gems, so you can fight the bosses in the DLC. Alright, so we should have enough materials now. I'm really hoping we do. Yes, we do. Okay, so all we need is 22 Arcane Haze. And after that, we never have to think about Ritual Blood 4 again. For some reason, Ritual Blood 4 is, in my opinion, way harder to get than Ritual Blood 5. Okay, that should be everything we need. Now we can finally do the Defiled Chalice. Everyone's least favorite place to go. We're not going to go there right away. I'm actually going to go fight a Breedis. I don't know why I haven't fought her yet. I think I was saving it because I wanted to do it like on... I wanted to make sure I did it at a point in time when I could get like a really good recording. And then I just kind of forgot about it and left her alive forever. The place I want to go is actually here. Lumenflower Gardens. I wanted to get like a really good Abretus kill for so I could clip it and upload the clip to Reddit later, probably. Maybe I'll just make a YouTube video out of it. I'm not sure yet. My last clip that I uploaded to Reddit got way more like views and upvotes than my streams actually get, which is pretty funny. But then again, it kind of makes sense in a way. It's much easier for people to watch clips. It's a lower investment. Whereas asking people to like show up and watch a stream is like a much bigger investment. You fool. I wish I had just slightly more damage. He didn't drop anything either. Sag. Alright, now if I'm not mistaken, we should just absolutely decimate Abretus. I think the last time we tried to fight her, we still had like +7 weapons. We just weren't ready. We didn't have the damage we needed. Just a cool 4,000 damage. And that's how you kill a Breedis with gun only. Evelyn bros are just in shambles right now. We don't need the altar right now. I'm just too excited about how clean that went. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna upload that clip to Reddit. That was too clean. Raider Palash repeating pistol is the way to go for all of your needs. Alright, let's buy some Bold Hunter's Marks so we have them for later use. We're doing really good on consumables now. I don't want to go explore the research hall yet because it's going to drain a lot of my resources. So I think what I want to do is actually... do I want to go to the Defiled Chalice or do I want to do something else? The problem with the Defiled Chalice is that we actually have really low health. We only have 30 vitality right now. You know what? Let's go explore the first area of the research hall. While we're here. I'm gonna go to the Nightmare Church. We can start chipping away at the research hall. We can get some blood echoes. The problem is you don't actually get a lot of blood echoes from fighting the enemies in here. So this is going to be a big resource drain for us unless we run past most things, which we can do that. We can just run past most things, I think, which will also make clearing the area much faster. Did I forget to light? Oh, I didn't beat Ludwig yet. I'm such a fool. I thought we beat Ludwig already earlier in the stream, but I just remembered we actually didn't beat him earlier because I was getting tilted. All right, let's beat Ludwig now. I feel way more confident about beating Ludwig now. Like, all of my tilt is just gone. Patrick Dodson says, have you done Martyr Logarius or Amygdala? We did Amygdala already. We didn't do Martyr Logarius yet. I usually save Logarius until, like, way, way later in the run, because he's one of my least favorite bosses to fight. I gotta be very careful right now. I'm in a very bad position. Yep. I actually knew I was in a really bad position there, but I just couldn't recover my balance before he killed me. The reason that happened is because I had no bullets, but I was not on full health. So I had to damage myself down to like 40% health before I could heal back up. And I couldn't attack either. I just had to wait for like an opportunity just to heal. And then I was stuck on the stairs. The stairs is my least favorite place to be in that fight. I don't know why I keep backing up onto the stairs when I literally never want to be on those stairs. And I keep doing it. I keep running over there willingly. I'm going there willingly. The place that I don't want to go. Don't ask why. There's no reason why. It makes no sense. I just keep doing it. You never notice the particle effects of bones splashing around. Oh yeah, it's pretty cool. That might be one of the reasons for the frame rate drops, though. If I had to choose between having cool particle effects and having a steady frame rate, I would have preferred if they had made the frame rate steady. This boss in particular, like, I'm one of the people who, like, doesn't really complain that much about, like, the technical limitations of Bloodborne. being an older game and all that stuff. But like this boss in particular is the one where like I really wish they had a better frame rate. That was just bad gameplay all around. I don't know why this guy is decimating. Please go back and just watch like the stream archive later. Watch my first attempt. It was like 15 minutes into the stream today. I went and I fought him on the first attempt. I almost no hit him. And then I just randomly died like an idiot, of course. But like I almost no hit him and then I randomly died like an idiot. And then after that, like he's just beating the crap out of me. Like I can't even get like a halfway decent attempt. But how did I do it so good on the first attempt? And why is it like so bad now? I don't know. Every time you kill a beast, it explodes, and so does your FPS. Yeah, I mean, it's usually not that bad in most situations, especially if it's just like after you kill an enemy or whatever, if the frame rate drops, so like it doesn't matter because the enemy's already dead anyway. Get out of my face, Crow. But like this is the one fight where like the frame rate drops like while you're fighting him, and it's inconsistent too. So it just makes it so like the dodge timings for his attacks are never the exact same. You have to like always be slightly adjusting what you're doing. I dodged that, by the way. That's like a good example of like a frame rate thing. Like I swear I pressed the dodge button at the right time and he just like hit me anyway because his attack was like 1 frame faster than it should be. Like that one. Like I know how to dodge that attack. There's no reason why that attack should hit me other than like frame rate inconsistency. Alright, I'm gonna stop talking. I should have restocked there. I don't know why that didn't hit him. God, I hate that attack. That one I can never dodge. That's not a surprise to me. I'm gonna have the Bone Marrow Ash preloaded this time, because I think his face is gonna break soon. Okay, perfect. Give me a chance to reload. Thank you. Finally, one moment where I'm not getting completely hammered. Okay. Perfect. We got a lot of extra damage that time, because we actually had the BMA ready while he was on the ground. I gotta reload. Why am I not reloading? Why did I not lock onto him? Okay, we're in the second phase. As long as he doesn't just kill me with his frame rate, I think I'll be okay. It's a good sign. Give me a chance to reload. Thank you. Yes, do these attacks, the ones that I know how to dodge. Yes. I love this attack. Free punish. Free reload. Okay, I think I got the frame rate down now. Okay, I'm dead. I'm somehow not dead. I think that thing hit me with like a lingering hitbox. I can never, I swear to God, I can never dodge that. Got him. I just spammed BMA there to finish him off. Absolutely worth it. Oh, there's our guidance rune. There's a bunch of extra blood vials over here too. So like if you ever get in a situation where it's like you're having a really close fight and you run out of vials, you can run over here and grab these. Well, it's only 3, but that's 15 bullets in our case. Let's put on our church clothes so we can talk to him. Get a free Holy Moonlight Sword. And we're gonna go sell that. And let's put back on our clothes for the stream. Our cool cowboy clothes. There we go. Hey East Felix, welcome to the stream. You got here just in time to see me finally beat that Ludwig, the Accursed. Hey Ducky, welcome back. Patrick, Phase 3 takes the blood particles, bone particles, and adds sword particles on top. Excuse me. Yeah, I think that's it. As soon as he starts using those arcane particles from the swords, the frame rate just absolutely drops to like into the dumpster. But I think I got used to it finally because that last attempt I was dodging his attacks pretty consistently. Other than the one attack that I know I can't use, I know that thrusting attack usually gets me. It's like it didn't really surprise me that attack was getting me. We need to use some of our consumable insight so we can get more fire paper. Alright, I'm gonna use this so I can see how much it's worth. Okay, apparently these are worth 2. Good to know. We'll restock our BMA while we're here. And then we're gonna start clearing out the research hall, I think. You couldn't go to church today because your mom had a respiratory infection. Oh, that doesn't sound good. I hope she gets better. East Felix, you saw my post on Reddit, so you decided to join. Oh, really? You actually saw it. Interesting. Normally, because I posted that about 2 hours ago, normally, like 2 hours later, it wouldn't really be anywhere near the front page. Although I haven't looked at it, so I'm not really sure. Maybe people actually upvoted it. Your parents have a football game today. Cleveland Browns versus Baltimore Ravens. I don't really know anything about football. I'm like a Bloodborne, Dragon Quest, Wizardry, Dungeons and Dragons, Ray Bradbury kind of person. I'm not like a football person. Although, I mean, I do like baseball, so it's not like I'm like allergic to playing sports or anything. But I just don't know anything, so there's nothing I can tell you about it. was waiting for him to do that, and he did it as soon as my camera got stuck. Okay. Honestly, not as bad as it could have been. This guy is usually way more annoying. You don't watch football much. You like video games, D&D, and naps. East Felix says they scroll on Reddit and find posts with like one upvote sometimes, and this looked interesting. Ah, okay, cool. Well, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, we're doing gun only challenge run. We just finished our hunter tool only challenge run, so we have the archive of that completely done. This one is getting pretty close to the end. We have 4 more chalices left to finish. We have the rest of the DLC, so we've got like the research hall, Maria, Orphan, and then Lawrence to finish. And then for the main game, we're pretty much at the end. I just haven't cleared it out yet because I prefer to do all the optional content before I finish, before I go fight like Murgo, so that the Hunter's Dream doesn't set on fire while I'm spending, 10 hours clearing the last few chalice dungeons. I'm going to get rid of these rats before I do anything else. Alright. We're using 2 guns for this run. We're using the Raider Palash in the right hand for damage per bullet, and then we're using the repeating pistol in the left hand for high damage shots, particularly with Bone Marrow Ash. So whenever I use my Bone Marrow Ash, I want it to be on the repeating pistol so we get as much damage as possible with a single shot. Alright, this fight was kind of tricky in the Hunter Tool Only challenge. I think it's going to be not so bad here, I think. Enemy Hunters are usually actually pretty weak against like gun spam. Although they have a lot of HP, which is a problem. Nice. Yeah, so whenever you knock an enemy on the ground, they take a lot of bonus damage, and that's like the best time to maximize the damage multiplier from your repeating pistol. Okay, 1 down. Oh, no. Okay, now 1 down. She actually can't do anything against gun spam. I'll show you something else cool. The Raider Palash is the only weapon with split damage that can be buffed. Oh! I did not expect her to do that. The Raider Palash can actually be buffed with split damage, so you can add 80 damage to each shot with Fire Paper, which is pretty cool. She can't cast her spells while I'm shooting her, so it makes her way easier to fight. And then I can just go run around the corner, reload. Do this again, reload again. It was funny when she attacked me through the corner with the threaded cane, though. That's like the kind of cheese that I would do. 1 more shot. Okay. So there's an item here, Madman's Knowledge. There's an item here, Quicksilver Bullets to kind of help restock all the ones we just wasted fighting those 2 enemies that barely give any echoes. There's a cutscene here, if I'm not mistaken. We're gonna skip the cutscenes. Okay, you've done... Okay, hold on. There's a lot of chat messages to catch up on. You're going to spend some time with your step-siblings today before they have to leave. You will see me soon, hopefully. Alright, have some fun. Dark Souls... Felix says, you've done the DLC Orphan was a pain. You haven't done the guy in the wheelchair yet. And the final... Gehrman, and you haven't done the final boss of Bloodborne. So you haven't done Gehrman, you haven't done Moon Presence. It's your first Souls game. You love the dark theme. Ducky says, Dark Souls 2 is pretty good. It's your second Souls game. Dark Souls 2 is the third. Orphan is the hardest boss in the game, but Gehrman is a good fight if you enjoyed Maria. Yeah, Gehrman and Maria have some similarities for sure. I got some elevator stuff to do, so let me do that real quick. No, 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 no. Let me get... Oh, this doesn't kill me. Okay. It's a very cinematic fight. Your reaction when you saw she imbues her weapon with fire and her own blood, you were very shocked. Alright, so next thing we do is we send this back upstairs. This takes forever. I don't know why they did this. Then you have to use the lever to send it back down. And then while you're doing that, you jump on here, and you can go down to the secret area. Here you get Lawrence's skull. And then down here you get the church cannon, which unfortunately we can't use because our strength isn't high enough. And we don't really have any levels that we can afford to put into strength. Then you ride this back upstairs. You didn't want to butcher his spelling. You saw he has a really big scythe. Can you get that weapon? Yeah, it's called the Burial Blade. It's really good. I'll show it to you in a little bit if I can. Then you have to use the lever. You have to pull this back down. You have to wait for it to come down again, and then you have to ride it back upstairs. I don't know why they did this. It takes it takes like 8 or 9 steps to get down there, get all the items, and then get back upstairs. Yeah, the Burial Blade is really good. It's really fun to use as well. I'm trying to think of which of my characters actually have it, though. That's a question. For your next playthrough, you're planning to go for skill with Lady Maria's sword and the Blade of Mercy. That's a good build. Rakuyo is really strong. It can be difficult to get, but it's not that bad. Alright, so normally this is the point in the run where I'd get really excited about being able to get a bunch of extra chunks and twin bloodstone shards early on. But this actually doesn't matter to me because I only have 2 weapons that I can use, and they're both already at +9. In fact, one of them's already +10. So like these free extra chunks and stuff don't really mean anything to me anymore. Nope. The chunks, I guess they're kind of useful though. I could use them for some other stuff later on. They're just not useful for this challenge run. So I talked about this in my previous streams and my previous challenges, but when I do challenge runs, normally I like to continue to use the character after the run ends. So like this character, I'm gonna use them for like a Blood Tinge skill build. And so I'm kind of like planning to do that after I finish the run. So that does sometimes cause me to do stuff differently than what I would do in like a challenge run if the goal was like just to complete the challenge. I thought this guy had a cannon, a hand cannon. I'm surprised he has a spray. I usually kill him before I give him the chance to shoot. Okay, that one has a hand cannon. Excuse me. Oh, I need some water. Okay, please don't shoot me while I'm drinking water. Ugh. There we go. Yeah, this guy over here, I basically always kill him before I give him the chance to do anything. So I always thought he had a hand cannon. I never realized he had a Rosmarinus. That's pretty amusing. There's a couple enemies down here in the basement that are worth fighting, just because we can get some materials. But let me open up this shortcut before I do that. Yeah, let's open up the shortcut first. It'll take a little more time, but it's worth it. You did strength with the Whirligig in your first build. It's pretty good. Oh yeah, Whirligig I think is one of the best weapons in the game. Like, not even just best strength weapon, it's just one of the best weapons. I don't think I can do anything for her right now. I need to get brain fluid first. This area has blobs. The ones that drop down later, like after you move the central room, there's a bunch of enemies that drop down to the first floor, and they are a lot more disturbing. They're like weird, like tentacle monsters. This run is essentially a platinum run, excluding endings and getting weapons, but that's not even the hard part of the platinum. Yeah, I'm basically doing all of like the content that you would normally have to do for a platinum run. I'm just not doing like all the collectathon stuff because I've done that already. It's just not fun to do that over and over again. Got better things to do with my time. Honestly, whether you're doing a normal run or a challenge run, the ability to bait out enemies one at a time is like so useful. It's like one of the most useful skills. I basically learned how to do it when I played Demon Souls for the first time, I don't know, 10 years ago. How old is Demon Souls now? Is it older than 10 years? I don't even want to think about it. But in Demon Souls, whenever I realized that using the bow to draw out enemies one at a time was really effective, it just like completely changed my game plan. It just elevates your gameplay to the next level. I love fighting enemies that you can knock down with a gun. They're so easy. Decorative hunter garb. Oh, there's a door here. I forgot about this. I actually thought this was like a dead end. But I was wrong. That's fine. It means we can get a couple more items while we're down here. Oh, watch out. I forgot about him. I'm actually going to do this. Yes. I like how the left-handed gun, like you kind of just saw me do it there, I shot around the pillar because the gun is on this side of my body. So I can shoot around the pillar. But then I also have the right-handed gun, so I have the option to shoot around pillars this way too. That's the one good thing about the dual gun setup. You can kind of shoot around pillars from either direction. This, I read that already. Does fire paper do anything for the rifle spear? No. So the Raider Palash is the only weapon with split damage that you can buff with fire paper, which is really cool. It might be a glitch, it might be intentional, I have no idea. But either way, it buffs the damage, so it's very useful. I don't think this guy drops brain fluid or anything. I think he's just like a normal NPC. I'm gonna leave him alive. Does Dark Souls is older than 10 years. Demon Souls is like 16 years. Oh my god. I'm old. Alright, so that's all. That's the only thing to do on this area. So this kind of is a dead end, but not as much as I thought. I'm gonna head back upstairs. I'm considering the merits of trying to run past everything and activate the lever, but the downside is that I only have 8 blood vials, so there's a chance that I might run out of resources on the way up. But if I run past everything, like, it seems like it should be fine, because I'm not going to lose health from fighting enemies, or from making more bullets. In fact, let's make some bullets while we're here. Yeah, let's try to run past everything. This might not work, but I want to try it. Okay, if they don't hit us before we get up this elevator, we should be safe. That was pretty risky. This guy's a little tricky. I think he's blind, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I could be thinking of someone else. There's another 5 vials. Alright, we're already about halfway up, so we're doing pretty good. There's a guy with a chain gun up here, though. Did he follow me? I don't... Oh, he actually follows you. That is quite shocking. I wonder if I can get the guy with the minigun to kill him. I got so many enemies on my tail right now. Alright, I have to slip past this guy and then climb up the ladder while he's, like, busy doing that. Yes. I have to get up the ladder, like, before he gets over here and reaches me. Which it looks like I did. Okay, we got it. So we're, like, halfway done with this area already. Just by running past everything. I'm gonna take my time and clear out these enemies on the walkways. I think rats fall down when you shoot them. No, they don't. Which is weird, because they really should. They're, like, in the group of enemies that, like, falls down. Like most animals do. Though I guess those rats are, like, the only enemies that don't fall down when you shoot them. Okay, I have to make sure I get the brain fluid while I'm here. I can't remember exactly where it is, but it's in this area. Free Chunky. There might be another rat over here, I'm not sure. Great One's Wisdom. I like when enemies fall down, you just get free blood echoes. Alright. That isn't the rifle spear. No, this is the Raider Palash. I don't think I have the rifle spear with me. I put it in storage. I have the rifle spear, but I put it in storage. I'll show it to you later. Yeah, there's a bunch of split damage weapons. There's a bunch, like the Blades of Mercy that you mentioned, or the Blade of Mercy that you mentioned, that's a split damage weapon. It's a skill scaling weapon, but it has minor bonus from Arcane. And because it has that, you actually can't buff it with like Fire Paper or Bolt Paper, because it always does like a little bit of arcane damage instead. The Burial Blade, I can't remember if the Burial Blade has arcane damage or not. I think it does though. Okay, this guy has brain fluid. I need to kill him. Yes. We'll give that to Adeline when we go back downstairs. Honestly, we've done really good. I want to get the other brain fluid on the way down though. Let me see if I can parry this guy and kill him. I don't want him chasing me around. Yeah. Not bad at all. The one thing I hate about doing Bloodborne and Dark Souls challenge runs is that if you're really good at the game, you actually make it look way too easy. And people, like, more casual people, like people who haven't played the game, they can't really appreciate, like, how awesome it is. Like, that parry, like, chain against that enemy was, like, sick. Like, that was disgusting. And, like, if somebody was watching this and they had no idea, they'd never played Bloodborne before, like, they wouldn't be able to tell the difference between this and just, like just any third-person, like, action game where you just spam the gun button to kill the enemies. But, like, what I just did there was actually way more complicated and way more impressive. Okay, these guys I want to run past. I'm going to lure them upstairs, and then I'm going to run past them. There's another brain fluid somewhere around here. I can't remember exactly where it is. I think it might be over here. It is, but there's also a bunch of enemies in the way. I think I'm gonna go grab the shortcut. Oh my god. That was a little bit unfair, I think. Okay. I think this is where you get the lock shield. I'm gonna grab it because I actually do want it. I'm not sure if I can use it in this run. But even if I can't... Oh no, this isn't where you get the lock shield. I think it's actually upstairs where we just were. Oops. My mistake. Okay. This is fine. So let's get back to what we were originally doing. I don't know where the lock shield is. I think that's the conclusion I can draw, is that I have no idea where it is. This area is really difficult to navigate. What in the world is happening? That was like the second time I came off an elevator and there was an enemy attacking me. Oh, I know what happened. This guy fell down the elevator when he was trying to chase me. And he took fall... You can see he took the fall damage, but it wasn't enough to kill him. Oh, this might kill me. Nope. Will it kill him? Can he come down here and fight me? Yes, he can. Except I'll just kill him while he's going down the ladder. I have no pride. I will use cheese if I have to. Anyway, what happened is he was chasing me and then he fell down the elevator. He took a bunch of fall damage, but he didn't die. And so when I came down the elevator, he was waiting at the bottom to attack me. Alright, I think the lock shield is over here. Perhaps? Where in the world is the lock shield? Okay, it's over there. I can reach it from here. I'm gonna go grab the lock shield. I'm gonna do it while we're here. It's useful for very specific things. And then I think I can drop down to the ground floor from here. Yeah, that's totally safe. Alright, I don't want to fight all these guys right now, so I'm just gonna go talk to Adeline. Give her the brain fluid. And then I have to go get the other one. I think she gives you blood that has regen on it too, which is like the best blood. Yes, it has regen. All right, do I want to go? I think I actually want to go get the other brain fluid right now, because that hunter is usually the one blocking the way, and we already got rid of him. You're gonna sub because I'm pretty chill, thank you. Yeah, I'm not the kind of person who like screams really loudly and acts excited, I'll say. I think that's like the most polite word I can use for it. I don't act excited or like scream or all that stuff while I'm streaming. I just like play the game and try to chat with people normally. I'm actually usually a little bit more chatty, but sometimes on specific days, like today for example, I'm more focused on the game than I am on the chat. So I keep looking back and reading chat messages from like 5 minutes ago, and I do apologize for that, because normally I would be keeping up with the chat a little bit more actively, but today I'm just a little bit more focused on the game, so I'm like behind on chat. Alright, here's the other brain fluid. I think from here you can actually drop down right here. Yes, you can. Do I want to do that? Yes, I do. Okay, we can't fight the living failures with our current health pool. So instead, what I'm going to do is run back down here. Same thing we did last time. We're going to drop down to the ground floor. Okay. We can't give her the brain fluid yet. We have to reset the area. I think I'm going to grab these items. Just because if I die, I can just pick my blood echoes right back up anyway. Kin cold blood. That's awesome. I think the other one is the chunk. Could be wrong. But I think there's a chunk over here. Problem is getting it without getting killed. Lethal damp gem. No, it's actually a useless item. Alright. We didn't even die. And now back to the Hunter's Dream. Alright, so we've got a couple options. We can do the Living Failures. We can do the Defiled Chalice. We can do Martyr Ligarius. We can do Upper... No. It's, Murgo's Loft, middle. Living Failures were pretty easy for you. You did them the first time, but you may have just gotten lucky. They're a little bit tricky on challenge runs like this because they have a lot of health. And I have to damage myself every time I reload my bullets, which means I have a limited number of shots. So I have to play pretty perfectly. Like, if they damage me a lot, I have to keep healing myself. If I keep healing myself, I end up having less ammo. Oh yeah, we're going to sell this Holy Moonlight Sword. I'll show you the Rifle Spear, too, while we're here. It's, right here. So this is the Raider Palash. It's like a sword gun. And then this is the Rifle Spear. It's like a spear gun. And then the main difference is that the gun mode is two-handed, which means you can't really synergize. So one of the reasons I'm using the Raider Plush setup is because after I shoot, after I shoot my gun in my right hand, I can shoot with my left hand immediately afterwards. And I can also buff the gun in my left hand and then shoot the gun in my right hand without losing my buff. So there's like a lot of reasons why the right hand and the left hand gun synergize together. You can't do that with the rifle spear because the gun takes both of your hands. And then the other problem with the rifle spear is that you can't buff it with fire paper or bolt paper. And on top of that, there's like a bunch of reasons why the rifle spear sucks, by the way. So on top of all that, the rifle spear has a really weird damage calculation where it only does about 8% of the displayed damage. So my rifle spear, it says that it does about 149 damage for blood attack. It actually only does about 11 damage per bullet. It does shoot multiple pellets. So if like all of the pellets hit the enemy, you can do like decent damage, but it's not very good. It's like pretty bad because each pellet only does 11 damage, which is like awful. All right, we're gonna sell this Holy Moonlight Sword. Might be a good time to gain a level. Yeah, we're pretty good on consumables, so it might be a good time to gain a level. Especially with how much that sells for. We're going to sell the Church Cannon. I'm going to keep the Fist of Gradia in case I want to use it for stuff later. I'm going to keep the Lock Shield in case I want to use it for stuff later. Another good thing about the Raider Flash is you can use it with the Lock Shield. I'm going to sell like the Lethal Gem, Fine Strike Gem. Can we pick up anything else worth selling? More fire gems. That should be fine. We can probably gain 2 or 3 levels. We'll gain 2 levels for now. We're up to level 75. I can't remember what level we finished our Arcane Challenge at. It was pretty high, though. We got plenty of Bone Marrow Ash, right? Yes, we do. Thinking of possibly buying Fire Paper with Blood Echoes, but it's so expensive. It's really better to buy it with Insight. Okay, hold on. You only screamed when you beat Orphan of Kos, and also when you died a bunch of times. Living failures are pretty easy. Oh, I read that message already. You missed out on a lot of things. You're definitely going to need to do a replay. I highly recommend checking out. So I've uploaded. So I've done this. I've done the gun only challenge before. There's a playlist that has all of the boss fights from the run that I did off stream, where I only recorded the boss fights. So if you just want to check out like specific boss fights, you can watch those. But they're pretty sloppy because that was my first time ever doing this run. So I was pretty bad at it. I didn't know what I was doing. There's an archived stream from a couple years ago where I did the entire run, but I did it with no commentary, so it's not really that exciting. And then there's the archives from this playlist, which are going to be like all of my streams that I started doing this year with commentary. And then also there's archived streams of the Hunter Tool only challenge run, where I did all bosses, all DLC, all Chalice stuff. We just finished that not even a month ago, I want to say. The hardest part ended up being the Loran Dark Beast. It was an absolute nightmare. Like, honestly, everything else in the stream, in the entire challenge, was, like, pretty safe. Like, there wasn't anything that gave me a ton of trouble until we got to the very end. And then we got stuck with Loran Dark Beast as the only boss left. And I just cannot tell you, like, how difficult it was. It took 2 entire streams just to beat the Loran Dark Beast. It was like 5 hours of just fighting Loran Dark Beast and doing nothing else. Well, I actually did other stuff. I went to go restock my materials, but other than that, it was just like 5 hours of fighting Loran Dark Beast. It was absolutely crazy. Funny enough, as dangerous as these enemies are, one of the best ways to fight them is with a gun. And this is like one of the areas where like the gun only challenge is like a little bit easier than a normal run. Or you know, so having said that, you can just give a gun to any character on a normal run and use it for the same purpose. So I guess what I should be saying is if you've ever struggled with those fireball throwing witches, just get yourself a repeating pistol, because it is the GOAT. I really cannot parry this guy for the life of me. So this is an example of what I was talking about before. I have my left-hand gun buffed with Bone Marrow Ash, so I'm going to deal 2.5 times damage, whereas I'm parrying with the gun in my right hand. I mean, if I could ever parry him, which is never going to happen, but... There we go. And then while he's... So I shoot him with the gun in my right hand so that it doesn't remove the buff. And then I kill him with... Or shoot him with the gun in my left hand while he's on the ground. For about 4 to 5 times extra damage. I feel like I just rambled in an incoherent way that made no sense, but hopefully you understood what I was trying to say. Parry with the gun in your right hand, deal damage with the gun in your left hand. I could have said it in 2 sentences. Sorry. Alright, let's go upstairs. You don't really do the chalices? Ah, okay. A lot of people don't. I could have killed him a lot faster if I wasn't parrying too early. Oh, by the way, if you like Fire Emblem, I also did a Fire Emblem Awakening Lunatic Plus stream just the other day. It was really awesome. It's one of my favorite streams I've done in a while. It's something I've been wanting to do, but I was testing out a new streaming setup because I haven't been able to stream that game before because I normally play it on original 3DS hardware and I don't have a capture card for that. But it's something I've been wanting to show off for a while because it's one of the hardest like game modes in the entire history of the entire Fire Emblem series. Like Lunatic Plus in Awakening is so hard that like people genuinely hate it. Like they have hatred in their hearts. They say it's like a terrible game mode because it's overtuned. It's like so difficult that it's overtuned. And I'm pretty good at it. Like I've kind of I won't say I've mastered it, but I have a pretty good mastery of the game mode, like way above the level of what I would consider the normal player to have. And it was really cool to have a stream where I could show off like some of my strategies to help make a very frustrating experience like a little bit more consistent, a little bit less frustrating. Okay, let's lure him out. There we go. Yes, you don't parry too early. You can kill him in just 4 shots. Okay, we're gonna go back to doing this. Look how many fireballs she can shoot in a row. It's horrible. Horrible game design. There's not much I'll criticize in Bloodborne, but these witches having the ability to shoot like 10 fireballs in a row, and they also block you from hitting them in melee, like, whose idea was that? By the way, I like how you pick up so much Ritual Blood 4 in this dungeon when... After you go into this dungeon, you never need Ritual Blood 4 ever again, so they just give a bunch of it to you for free. You get what I mean? Okay, cool. Like so many others, you were scared of chalices on your first playthrough, but you ended up wanting to get the platinum, and you really only have to do 7 chalices to finish the Queen Yarnum trophy. That's true. And once you get into them, I think they're a lot more fun. They're like one of the best ways to like get better at playing the game. Like you can really like master and hone your skills going through chalice dungeon content. The enemies in the chalice dungeons are just like designed in a way that is just like harder than normal enemies. Just the movesets they have and the way that they fight. Oh my god, that guy almost one-shots me. I gotta heal back. Like, I have to literally heal all the way back up to full so that doesn't happen again. Let's restock. Let's just kill him. I have to start doing that more often. Whenever enemies are low on health, I should just kill them instead of trying to parry them. It's a skill I have to kind of develop. Because your instincts tell you to parry. Like, you want to parry because it looks cool and it feels satisfying. And it can deal a lot of damage. But there's so many cases where, like, you can just kill an enemy just by shooting them. And standing around, like, waiting for them to do a move that you can parry just takes a bunch of extra time that you don't need to waste. Let's explore the ground floor first, I guess. Normally I like to explore the top floor before I explore the ground floor, but this area is a little bit weird because we're coming in from the bottom. Oh, watch out. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna lure these guys out. Because there's a sniper in that room. I don't want him shooting at me while I'm fighting these guys. My health is too low. I gotta reload again. You're just, like, constantly reloading your gun. I feel like these guys attack too fast. You can't really parry them reliably. Every time I say that is, like, when I parry them. But whenever I don't say anything, you'll see me, like, failing to parry them 10 times in a row. As soon as I talk about how hard they are to parry, I land the parry. Maybe I should just constantly complain about it. Tomorrow you're going to fight Gehrman and see if you can possibly finish Bloodborne. You should. One thing you should be careful of is that when you defeat Gehrman, the game automatically sends you into New Game Plus. So make sure you do everything that you want to do before you fight him. Otherwise you might accidentally get sent into New Game Plus. And you'll miss the chance to do some stuff that you wanted to do. Ooh, Cursed Fire Damp Blood Gem. That's a pretty rare drop. Not like rare in the grand scheme of things. It's like not a super rare gem, but it's rare to get that gem from that enemy. Oh my god. There's another enemy hiding in the fog over there. Hold on. There are more snipers hiding in the fog. Yeah, see, like, the timing to parry them is just, like, slightly slower than against normal enemies. It's one of the reasons why the Chalice Dungeon enemies just feel so much harder to fight. They just behave in really strange ways. I think there's another enemy in the fog over there, too. How do I want to do this? I gotta get rid of these guys one at a time. I'm gonna use BMA here. Yeah, you have to just, like, delay your parry ever so slightly. And there is another guy over there, just like I thought. Okay, as long as this guy doesn't detect me, I can sneak up on his friend over here. I can fight this guy 1v1. Then I can go back and kill the other sniper. We're almost out of blood vials, by the way. We're down to 2 vials. I'm going to stop using blood bullets. Ooh, Cursed Odd Tempering Damp Blood Gem. This might actually be good for us, depending on if it's more damage than the gems we're already using. It's probably not, but it's worth at least checking. Okay. Do you know how to attack, or...? These pillars are in really weird spaces, by the way. Yeah, I'm gonna stop using blood bullets because I have 18 bullets and I have no healing at all. Unless there's vials over here. Ooh, 2 vials. I'm still not gonna use any blood bullets, though, until I feel like I really need to. You've basically done everything. You were mainly planning to have more fun exploring next run while trying to do a skill build. That's fair. You wouldn't go near the Defiled Chalice without 50 vitality. Yeah, I only have, I think, what is it, 32 right now? I can check. I have 32 vitality right now. Alright, we also have this shortcut open, so if we happen to die, we can actually get back to this area quickly without having to go back and do everything that we just did. Although I think this is the last thing in this area. There's just one enemy left to fight. I'm going to draw him out. I don't want to fight him through a door. It kind of gives him an advantage because he can hit through doors. I can't shoot through doors. There we go. I'm starting to get the delayed timing down on their attacks, too. We got 94,000 echoes. This is another reason why I really like exploring Chalice dungeons, is because you get a ton of echoes. Oh, Ritual Blood 4, an item that does nothing for us. Wonderful. Well, that's all, folks. There is a boss, but we cannot go fight them right now because we have no vials. So we have to head back to the Hunter's Dream to restock first. Getting close to the 3-hour mark. I'm going to stream a little bit more than 3 hours today. So for any of the people here, if it's like your first time, like Felix, I know it's your first time, my throat gets really sore if I stream for more than like 2 hours usually. So my normal streams are only between like, or usually it's right around 2 hours, sometimes a little bit less, sometimes a little bit more. Today I knew I was going to stream for a little bit longer. But we're getting pretty close to the end of today's stream. Mainly you want to do a skill build because the weapons are so cool on skill builds. Not gonna lie. Yeah, some of the skill weapons are cool. Honestly, I'm definitely more of a strength person myself, but that's more for like mechanical reasons. I do think the skill weapons are pretty cool. Like, just the way they look and the way they feel to use and stuff like that. Alright. I'm gonna do what we've been doing the last couple times. Just like stock up, get like an extra 10 bullets so that we don't get back down to 0 bullets again in the future. I'm gonna use 2 of these. I get some more fire paper while we're here. And then we're gonna go fight a boss. And then maybe end the stream? Question mark. Depending on what boss this is and how hard it is. Yellow. Hello, Mr. Sir. Hello, Yellow. Thank you for being here. Yeah, so strength builds have access to heavy abyssal blood gems, which are the highest unconditional damage in the game. Unfortunately, there's no sharp abyssal blood gem for skill weapons. It just doesn't exist in the game for some reason. Either they forgot to add it, or they did this intentionally. But it means that strength weapons kind of always, or strength builds in particular, always have like a slight advantage when it comes to top end damage. But that is unconditional damage. If you're talking about conditional damage, then skill weapons and strength weapons basically use the same gems. So it's not a huge deal. Keeper I can beat pretty easily. I'm gonna try to get a parry. Nope, I did not get a parry. In fact, I just got one shot. I might need to rethink what I'm doing. I might need to boost my vitality a little bit before I come fight this guy, because if he can one-shot me, it's going to be really inconsistent. Especially because I just wasted a bone marrow ash. I need 50 vitality, but I don't have any blood echoes to level up with. You could say that's a problem. I didn't expect him to do the perfect attack that I knew how to parry right away either. Because, like, why would he ever behave? Alright, let's try this again. I want to see what my damage against him is like. That's what I was trying to do. Our damage is pretty good. The problem is we can't really reliably bait him into parries. And once he gets into the second phase, if he can one-shot us, like, it's very tricky to avoid taking any kind of damage from him. And if he spams this attack, there's nothing I can do. I just have to stand there and wait for him to stop. Our damage is pretty good. We can definitely win this fight. The problem is we have to do it without getting hit. Whereas if we just go level up and come back later, we can afford to get hit like at least one time. I have to stop trying to parry that attack. You can't parry it. And it's going to get me killed. Yeah, see, once he starts doing that, it's way harder to get consistent parries. Yeah, he one-shots. We can't do this. This is a waste of time. I don't know why I'm doing this. You can't fight him if he can one-shot you, because even if you parry him, sometimes he hits you in the process. This boss is going to be really annoying with gun only. You would think he would be easy because he's an enemy that you would normally parry a lot. The problem is if he can hit you, like, even if you land the perfect parry, he can still hit you, as you just saw him doing to me. And then if you can't survive one attack from him, then he just one-shots you and you instantly lose. We gotta come back later with more health. Have I played any other Souls games? I have played all of them. I played Demon's Souls when it first came out, and I played every game since then. You need to do Lower Loran or Great East to get Red Jelly. Yes, I think so, but I have to do them anyway. Unless you're asking, like, for just, like, for your own sake, in which case I don't want to say, because I'm not 100% sure. I think you do get Red Jelly there, but I don't want to say 100% for sure, because I don't know. You can bait a parry where he runs towards you and drops the sword to his side, and it has a very big parry window. Yeah, I know, but I messed up the timing. Like, if you're slightly late on it, like I just was, he'll still just kill you anyway. So it's like, it's just not worth the hassle. Let me think. What should I do? There's one thing I want to check. Yeah, the odd gem we have, it doesn't even give more damage. It's like slightly less. Alright, because we can't fight that guy, I guess I'll go fight Living Failures instead. I gotta buy more Bone Marrow Ash, though. In order to do that, I have to get more Echoes. I think that's enough. I need one more. Yeah. Alright, we'll go fight Living Failures instead. We're gonna have to come back and do Keeper, like, much later on when we have more Vitality. We've been focusing damage over HP for, like, the entire run, and it finally came back to bite us. You recently got into Souls games. You're planning on getting a new PC, and you're either going to play Dark Souls 1 or Elden Ring, which your friend gifted them to you. Oh, that's awesome. I love when my friends gift me games. I have one friend who's, like, sends me gifts every year on my birthday, and honestly, I don't... I'm not good at, like, giving other people gifts. Like, I almost never give other people gifts. It's just not something that I do. And I don't ask other people for gifts either. I just, like, if someone gives me something, I'll accept it, but I don't, like, ask other people for gifts. But I also don't really give other people gifts, usually, a lot of the time. But I have one friend who's, like, who sends me, like, gifts on Steam every year. I have to use the I have to use the Blood of Adeline so that I can give her another brain fluid. But anyway, he sends me gifts on Steam, like, every year on my birthday or on Christmas, which is awesome of him to do. Especially because I'm such a bad friend and I never send him any gifts. He also gave you the DLC. He just did it himself as a surprise because he really wants to play Elden Ring with you. Yeah, that makes sense. Elden Ring, not my favorite game just because I don't like open world games. But it is definitely one of the best games to play co-op. Like, of all the Souls games, if I was going to play co-op with somebody, I would definitely play Elden Ring with them. It very much elevates the experience. I think the boss room is over here. I could be wrong. Honestly, I can never remember how to get to this boss room. Get out of my way. Idiot. I guess it's fine to just drop down over here. I don't know where the stairway is, though. There's normally a stairway that leads up. I must have taken the wrong path. Oh, I know what I did. I went up 2 elevators. I should have only gone up 1 elevator. Alright. We're going to use Fire Paper to get as much damage as possible, and we're going to see what our damage looks like, and if I think that I can burst through their HP before I run out of bullets. God, that's a very small amount of damage. I can parry them, as you just saw there, but it's not super consistent. I'm really not good at parrying these guys. I should be, because they're pretty slow attackers. They're very telegraphed. For whatever reason, I'm just really bad at parrying them. I'm really bad at dodging their slow telegraphed attacks. Yeah, we're doing a minuscule amount of damage. The only good thing is we don't really have to fight them in melee. I'm going to take repeating pistol shots whenever I knock them on the ground. I think that's worth it. That could have been risky. That guy had 1 HP left. Okay, we're doing pretty good. I just don't understand, like, I think I just don't understand the parry timing. Because I feel like that was a parry, but it just wasn't. In fact, earlier in the fight, when I was repeatedly parrying that guy, I kept thinking that I didn't get the parry, and then I did. They're gonna start shooting meteors soon. I think they're doing it right now. Or no, that's something else. Nice. One down. Yeah, we've got plenty of damage. We haven't even used any Bone Marrow Ash yet. I'm actually gonna put on some Bone Marrow Ash. Ah, that was the worst time to do it. Okay, so while the meteors are coming, you can hide behind this thing, and none of the meteors will hit you. You just stand here. Okay, so the next time I get a parry, which how is that not a parry? The next time I get a parry, I can shoot him with BMA while he's on the ground. It'll deal a ton of damage. $2,200 damage, BMA shots. Okay, perfect. Let's go hide over here behind the pillar. You have to be careful not to attack them while they're doing this. If you don't attack them, they'll just stand there and do what they're doing. Which gives you the chance to just hide behind the pillar, like I did. And then you don't have to worry about the meteors. Nice. Oh, I gotta be careful. I'm running low on bullets. I have to make sure I restock my blood bullets. I've been a little aggressive with my my repeating pistol, which means my bullet count is a little bit low now. Oh, badly timed dodge. Is it worth using another fire paper here? Yeah. Just to end the fight more quickly. The quicker I end the fight, the less risk to myself. Oh, crap. If you see me switching between locked on and unlocked play, That's like a skill I developed playing Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2 is like the first game in the series. Like, Demon Souls, you could just play locked on all the time. Dark Souls, you could just play locked on pretty much all the time. Dark Souls 2 was the first game that like really forced players to actually unlock their camera and learn how to switch back and forth between locked on and like not locked on. So if you want to get better at like what I'm doing right now, definitely play Dark Souls 2. It will teach you how to do this. Or you'll just get really frustrated because you can't do it. Like if you can't do it, it'll be really frustrating. Or you'll learn how to do it and you'll get really good at it, basically. Those are the two outcomes. And that's a prey slaughtered. Astral Clock Tower key. Alright, there's a lamp over here somewhere. Does anyone know the Spanish word for lamp? I feel like I know it and I just can't remember what it is. You love open world games? If you love open world games, then you'll love Elden Ring. That's like the one thing I don't like about it. Like if they just had like all the dungeons were just connected like one after the other, I would absolutely love that game. I just don't, it's just not fun to me like to ride my horse around a huge open area between the dungeons. It just feels like a waste of time to me, but I understand why other people like it. It's just not for me. It's like not my thing that I enjoy as a gamer. You've got basically every Souls game in your wish list now. You can't wait to play Sekiro. Sekiro's pretty good. It's one of the games that's kind of on the same level as Bloodborne in terms of like game mechanics. A lot of the other Souls games have a little bit more simple mechanics. I think Sekiro and Bloodborne have like really solid mechanics. All right, and we actually got enough insight back to just buy the fire paper that we used, which is good. So we can just buy 5 of these. I feel like I'm at a little bit of a dead end here because my only options are to go back into the defiled chalice, which I can't do. Go fight Maria, which I don't really want to do. I guess I could go do the Murgo's Loft middle. Let's go do that. Murgo's Loft middle. Did we do it already? I can't remember if we did it already in a previous stream. Let's go do it anyway. I don't think we did this yet. Even if we did, we'll get like a pretty good amount of blood echoes. But I don't think we did it yet anyway, so then we'll have it open for later. You don't mind going around with your horse. You've played basically every Assassin's Creed, which is all open world. Yeah, it's definitely got that like Assassin's Creed, like riding a horse around type vibe. Red Dead Redemption, like all those games. Like I understand why people like them. I feel like it's really weird too, because I feel like I would like them, but I play them and I just don't like doing it. It's weird. Can't really figure out why. I think I just get impatient. Like, I just want to get to the next dungeon right away. I don't want to have to ride my horse there. Oh, might get invaded today. If I do, I'm probably not going to be able to fight them with gun only, though. It's because it's, like, impossible to win a duel using only guns. It's like it's impossible to win at PvP using only a gun. So if we do get invaded, we'll probably just die right away. We got invaded in one of the earlier streams too, in the Nightmare Frontier. We had to do the same thing. We kind of just had to let the other player kill us. How did that miss? I like how these guys are weak against fire damage, even though they use fire weapons. It's an interesting touch. Nice. It's actually pretty rare to get a parry on this guy, because he normally just spams his magic attacks. There's one more upstairs. I'd like to go kill him really fast while we're here, if we can. If we can go kill the Bell Maiden fast enough, we can actually stop anyone from invading us. That's a big if. I think he drops bullets sometimes. He didn't drop bullets this time, unfortunately. Alright, let's check and see if there's any loot around here that we didn't pick up yet. Yes, okay, we haven't explored this area yet. Plenty more free chunks. Liza P I have not played. I cannot give my opinion on it. I know one person who really enjoys it. Yeah, it looks cool. Okay, so here, actually, I will say one thing, and I have said this before in previous streams. My favorite thing about games, not just FromSoft games, but like games in general, is being able to create my own characters and like come up with my own builds. And so I really enjoy how like in Bloodborne, in Elden Ring, in Dark Souls, you can make your own character. And Lies of P, like pretty much all of the Dark Souls, like, sorry, hold on, my headset is turned up way too loud. Pretty much like all of the Bloodborne, Dark Souls like rip-off games. I'm not saying the term rip-off is like a negative thing. It's just like the only term I can think of. All of the Souls-like games do this weird thing where like they give you a pre-generated character and they don't let you make your own character, and it makes me like not interested in playing them. Like Lords of the Fallen, Lies of P, what is it called? The one where you play as like a weird robot guy, like a cyborg guy. Like all of those games, like if they just let me create my own character, I would have enjoyed them a lot more. But I end up like not even wanting to play them because I can't make my own character, which is the main thing that I enjoy doing. He totally got saved by that door frame, by the way. I parried him, but the bullet didn't hit him. Alright, let's kill this bell ringer really fast so we don't get invaded. He's doing an attack that he normally only does when you're close to him, but he's doing it when I'm far away. Alright, we can't get invaded now, so we should be fine. Finish exploring this area. I love when the enemies survive on just 1 HP. It's very funny. But it can be frustrating in a challenge where you have to rely on limited ammunition. 100%, because you either make your own character look really good or make them look like a monster. I like watching other people make like monstrous looking characters, but for some reason for me, I always usually just make like characters that I think look cool or look attractive or look interesting. I don't usually make like really grotesque or like funny looking characters, which is sad because usually if you're streaming, the chat usually likes it better if you make grotesque or funny looking characters. But I just like cool looking characters better, I guess. This is a good example of what I was talking about, how because I have a gun in my left hand, I can shoot left around the corner. Nice. Like this. You can do that. Having a gun in both hands. And then right here, I was able to shoot. I shot right around this corner because I had a gun in my right hand. So I shot him from over here with the gun in my left hand. And then I shot him from over here with the gun in my right hand. I love two guns. Like, having two guns being able to do that is like one of my... Being able to do that is one of my favorite things about having two guns. That's what I'm trying to say. But I'm too much of a boo-boo. I can't speak. I feel like their AI is like reversed today. They're doing the long range attack while I'm standing close to them, and they're doing the close range attack while I'm standing far away. Alright. I kind of want to go fight these pigs. It's gonna be frustrating because they can really easily kill me. Specifically if he does that, and I don't dodge it. Luckily I dodged it. That could have gone much worse though if I didn't dodge that. I gotta heal too, because these guys can one-shot. They deal monstrous damage. If you're standing a certain distance away, they do that charging attack. It has a really difficult hitbox to dodge, and if it hits you, sometimes they'll trample over you and hit you multiple times and just like drain your health bar completely before you have time to do anything. I got really lucky that I was able to dodge the charge attack. What I normally like to do is just run up to them and get close so they just can't do the charge attack. That's more reliable than trying to dodge it because it's so difficult to dodge. actually just going to kill him with blood bullets, because this is the last enemy in the stage. Yeah, so if I just do that, I don't have to worry about healing again. There's nothing else to fight here. Alright, so now I'm going to go pick up all the items that they were guarding. We got a cool 60,000 blood echoes. It's honestly not as much as I would have liked, but it's better than nothing. We got a nourishing gem here. Keep that in mind if you're ever running a nourishing build. How good is that? 15% up is actually not bad for a nourishing gem this early in the game. If you're running something like the Holy Moonlight Sword, Boom Hammer, Tonitrus, Amygdala Arms, stuff like that. And Amygdala Arms probably better with just physical gems. The problem with some of the nourishing weapons is they're actually better to just run with like pure physical gems. For Bloodborne, you made your character look cool because you wanted to feel more awesome. You hate the pigs so much, they always one-shot you with the charge and then you get trampled. Yeah, that's exactly what happens. Alright, so we're not going to fight Murgo anytime soon. I just wanted to clear out this area so I can come back and fight Murgo later. At basically the very end of the stream. There is a Yosefka Violin here, and we don't have one, so we might as well use it. Or we might as well get it. I'm also going to use this Adeline Vial so that I can give her the second brain fluid and get another Adeline Vial from her when we go back to the research hall. Total waste of a consumable, but we're going to get back another one in a minute anyway. If you want to fight Winter Lanterns, go down there. I don't want to fight any right now. I actually have the best, like the blood gems that I have right now are already better than what the Winter Lanterns drop, so there's no longer any reason for me to fight them. Right, we're on 3 hours today. The laptop battery's getting a little bit low too, so that's probably another good sign that it might be time to stop soon. I'm going to sort out my inventory and then probably end the stream today. I started a while before lunchtime, and it's already after 2 o'clock, so pretty good for me. I usually don't stream for very long times. Let's go to 35 vitality. I want to get to 50 vitality, but we're so far away still. The problem is we had to raise our blood tinge, so it wasn't really a good option. We still have full bone marrow. Alright, I'm just going to buy a bunch of Quicksilver bullets so we don't run out next stream. Yeah, we're burning through our consumable insight. But we can get more fire paper without spending any blood echoes, which is good. Okay. Because... actually, let me check something really quick. Let me open up the Bloodborne wiki again on bosses. I'm going to see how much health the Defiled Keeper has and how much health Maria has. Because I think I want to fight Maria next stream. So, Lady Maria has... Oh my god, she only has 14,000 HP. That's like nothing at all. The Defiled Keeper has 23,000 HP. So yeah, he has almost 10,000 more HP than she does. So it's a much better idea to fight Maria. So I'm going to stand over here so that when I start the next stream, I remember what I was going to be doing. So what we want to do next stream is go fight Lady Maria at the start. It's 2 p.m. No, I don't live in Canada. I live in America. Alright, thank you, Patrick, for stopping by today. Thank you, Steven, for being here earlier. You went to bed already, but I'm saying it anyway. Thanks to Random Jeff for stopping by. Thanks to Oak for stopping by momentarily earlier. I hope he was lurking, because he only said one thing in chat. If he wasn't lurking, then that means he left right away. But he doesn't usually leave right away, so I think he was lurking. Noah was here earlier. Definitely first time being here, so thanks for coming for the first time. Thanks to Ducky for stopping by. I hadn't seen you in a while. Thanks to Felix for being here and chatting a lot. It was, I believe, your first time here today. And was there one other person that I wanted to thank? Yes, Yellow. Thank you, Yellow, for stopping by earlier. I am going to go eat lunch because I actually did not eat lunch. I started streaming instead. For now, enjoy the rest of your day.